right, hello ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back here to the Vanta Hawaii Esports League Spring Finals 2024. We just watched the Rocket League Championship, but now we move on to Valorant. K-Tat here, joined by Professor Layton, as we will walk you through some of the Valorant matches today. And we've got 4 teams left in the queue. 4. 2 semifinals, 2 best of ones, and then a best of 3 at the end of it all.
A lot of Valorant today.
We thought it was worse. When we woke up this morning, we thought it was 3 best of 3s, right? So we were like,
we're winning. We're winning right now.
Yeah, we thought we were in for a marathon. Instead, we are in for a showdown, I think.
Like a half marathon, really.
Well, like a 4K, 5.
Yeah.
What do they call it? Like a 500? No.
5K? I don't know either,
5K?
man. Do you look like I run?
I don't know. You're skinny enough. You maybe.
Fair enough.
You should start. Maybe that's the goal. We'll start running marathons here. But anyways, we're here at the historic Aloha Tower and the Hawaii Pacific University Esports Arena as we are about to watch Kamehameha Middle School play up against Hawaii Technical Academy as they are loading in, and I believe we are all set and just about ready to go. So it is, I believe, if I remember what they told me correctly, Kamehameha on the defense.
I think was it?
No, flip.
Swap. Hawaii Tech Academy defense.
Yeah.
On, of course, everyone's favorite map.
Okay, so we've called this the collegiate special, but I think in general,
it's changed since then.
It's just really everybody's kind of like go-to. Yeah. It feels like it's
a day one map.
Comfortable map. Exactly, yeah. It's something that everyone plays, everyone is normal, everyone recognizes, and of course, it's Ascent, if you couldn't tell by everything we were just talking about. So, okay, no, yeah, you are correct. Hawaii Tech on the defense and Kamehameha on the attack.
And so, yeah, don't mind the top title. It's actually a best of 1 out of best of 3. We'll fix that.
Yeah, we'll fix it. We're fine. We're chilling.
But we see sort of the rosters happening currently. You know, we do see the newest agent in Valorant getting highlighted right now, Clove.
Clove, the pseudo, not really a controller, but we're going to count it as a controller kind of character. Let's see. Let's see if they make an appearance in this game. But otherwise, a lot of things still being covered. We're just waiting to see what gets picked up, how all this goes.
But yeah, it's a lot of standard picks is what I'm seeing. Clove is the one I'm not too sure about. A lot of times you do see the Brimstone getting locked in, and Clove is going to be locked in. And we see the Jet versus Arena. Actually, it's going to be 2 duelists on the side for Kamehameha that's currently being hovered. Reina, actually 3 technically speaking. I see it again. Yoru, Reina, and Jet.
Yeah, let's see. On the other side too, we are seeing a lot of duelists or a lot of just initiation potential, right? With the Breach and the Sova being there could be a lot of information for the side of Hawaii Tech. So let's see how that plays out. All right, we are loading up onto Ascent.
Yeah, Ascent, our first map of this best of for the day, actually, because we have another best one after this, along with a best of 3. I don't see how this site's played out. As someone who does play Sova, that was selected, I believe, by Hawaii Tech Academy, there's a lot of good lineups you can do on this map. I see right now around this area, you can get some very good arrows to see where positioning is from the opposition. They can either be in main from A or B, so you can do that. Technically speaking, it's really well thought out. And we're slowly loading into the game shortly as you see the fly-throughs, courtesy of our usual observer, Cool Scoos, who's unfortunately not here today. Yeah, I do want to see how this plays out. I'm not too familiar with Clove, though, so I'm not too sure how they play. I do know that they have a couple smokes on their abilities, and their ultimate is a revive as well. And, of course, speaking of PC gaming, that's one of the biggest PC gamers. And, of course, if you are a PC gamer, you want to look for an upgrade, get amped up and upgrade your old gaming rig. So you know what? You got to head over. We have a booth over there in the corner, the PC Gamers booth. They're the best custom PC builder in Hawaii. And they say frames win games, and especially in a game like Valorant, you want to win those games. So make sure you're playing with the best, of course. And also, I believe tomorrow, they also are going to be giving away $500 gift cards to the high school Valorant state champion. So if you want to support Valorant, be sure to check in tomorrow as we see in the action. LFL, Maku slaying Kai there. KXI, also known as Kai. Oh, they look for a flick. Not enough, though, as KO will slay Chiziva. And now it's going to be a 4 versus 2. Sage, a little bit below quarter HP, but you know, it is Sage. You can heal yourself. So Moxie, one of the 2 main members of of Hawaii Tech Academy. I believe that is mixed up on the name there. As Karai's trying to get in there. Karai can only look. So Moxie on the side. And that should be the most of Kamehameha falling in a little bit. Is what it seems like. The headshots, 1 on top for Moxie, 1 versus 3 though from Hawaii Tech Academy. Looking to do more, but not enough, and they will fall KO with a 3K with, I think that's a deagle in their pocket as well, so pretty good from that player from Kamehameha. Like we mentioned, the names are swapped, so don't mind that. So far, KO from Kamehameha Middle School. That's a special character as well. You know, affording some good weapons, but 3K in their pocket and a triple kill last round. Already closer to, you know, a little bit halfway there getting their ultimate. When the blades come out, you know, you don't need a weapon there. Now, how they'll be buying their weapons here. As now, I want to see what happens. Spawning, you do see Cloves. Smoke's coming in, same from the Brimstone, and now they're rushing in. See what happens. As a spray and pray, KO gets one. As Cheese falls down. Kamehameha Middle School still up on top in this game so far. As now the push coming in. And the nice Sage Wall as well from Kamehameha.
See what they do. Yeah, so good first round.
Oh!
Yeah, they take it, but now push through. There is some control. CT trying to take back in. They push past the wall, but they do get one across. Now Sova does get picked off by Bread Girl. So Cry is forced back. It looks like they are going to make the chase, and that is the bonus to the side of Kamehameha.
Another 3K. This time going to the one of the other 3 duelists of this squad. 4, 1, and 2 for Ilamuku and KO with a 4 as well. Is that like a sword symbol by their name?
A little bit different.
Yeah, a little bit. And now let's see how they'll play though. A lot of patience to them to see how they want to duke it out though. To see what site they want to go to. A lot of patience though. And now it's currently 2-0 though. They still have some of their weapons in the previous round, while some of the others can upgrade and get those Phantoms, get those Vandals. And now with Cloves, Lisa coming out. Nice. Lear coming in, but they don't see him. Ches gets 2. Ches with the 2K. Once more. Ilamuku gets 1. Last man standing is Ilamuku. 2-0, 3K for the Clova. Clova finally fall. 3 versus 1. Reina. Here comes the Empress. Will the Empress be the victor, though, is the question. Trying to peek the corner. Spots out one, I believe. Not 100% sure just yet. Ilamuku gets sprayed just a little bit. Does not check the right, and Chiziva will finally get a kill in their pocket as well for this round. Now 2-1. They won the bonus round. And now... Oh, they got the katana too. Okay, I like the katana. I don't have it personally. You know, that's a lot of money. You know, props to their parents for spending a lot of money on this game. Because Valorant is not a cheap game. As someone who plays it, props to them. That's like a $100 bundle right there, I think. I could be mistaken. Now I want to see what this push will come out into play from this squad. As I believe, here it is. Last time we saw a lot of Clove, you know, utility used, but now only a Sage Wall, some smoke, some to play, and now a pretty decent push coming in from Kamehameha Middle School.
Right. Oh, look at that, Shiz. They just pick it up, and then they automatically revive themselves with that Clove. They will go down again, but it doesn't end up making a big difference as Hawaii Tech does pick up their second. As now they look to capitalize on what should be another gun round.
So does that mean they just died twice, technically speaking?
Yeah, I don't remember if it counts it as double. Yeah, it does, right? It does count as a secondary.
Damn. Unlucky.
Secondary death. But yeah, I mean, either way, right? It is a revive. You do get to kind of keep playing, right? Keep playing into the round. So that's why I say, right? The fake controller, you play Clove a lot more of like a duelist more than anything else, right? So we'll see Hawaii Tech so far doing great to kind of slow the push down with the Sage Wall, right? They're always going in, they're able to push it back. Jays backs up again, but instead Kai finds the pick after the combination, uses the blind effectively.
I like that, though. You know, letting the Jet take the initial confrontation to see where they are and then sort of spook them out. And they heard the Jet dash away, so they weren't expecting, you know, the breach to be right there on the corner and sort of spot them out. And now let's see how Kamehameha Middle School will play it out with down one member. They're making a lot of noise here. One gets spot out. Ches does get the headshot initially, using the smokes now to sort of counteract their push.
Yeah. So far, slows it down, does get some movement around, and actually, we'll see where everybody else goes. Is now Kamehameha looking like they will adjust the game plan just a touch. But overall, the rest of Hawaii Tech waiting on sites. They're not willing to switch their sides over just yet. Shays now once again looking for it. Finds one through the smoke, and there it is. Yeah, the dart information given means the spray comes right on through. 3 on 5 for Kamehameha, but spike down.
Going down, you know, they got the clone instead, so they got the, but they do see the Reina. LFL will fall, but I'm not forgetting a 1-for-1 trade. Now Kamehameha, they were behind, and it seems like everyone got a kill there, but not checking their corner. It's a 1 versus 1. Cries versus the Sage of
She has a ghost.
She does have a ghost. It's not enough, but the ghost is all it takes. Is now the ghost is Hawaii Tech Academy. Cries, falls to the ghost. That's spray and pray. That's right click city.
Bread girl. Yeah, I was trying to see that because that showed up in the kill feed as well. I mean, talk about a thrifty or an eco or whatever that is. Yeah, that ends up being I think the big part of that round, because that was a must-win for Kamehameha. It gives them the money, enough money to be able to full buy for this round. And now the rest of Hawaii Tech, they still have cash in hand. They still have some utility for themselves, but
you're seeing what I'm seeing, but I don't want to say it out loud, just in case the players are listening. But that is a very interesting weapon one of those players have from Hawaii Tech Academy.
I think the whole reason why we are having a little bit of some audio is that this is going to be a delayed feed, so we are slightly back from what the players do, so they should know, but let's see how the rest of this goes on.
A lot of noise being made here, K-Tad.
They're making a big old rumpus, a big storming elephant right down Cat. Sees one, immediately gets the second. KO will take them down, but now Soma on the backside. Somaxi gets one, there's a res, but on the side, Shays just picking them up. It's a target range, and he gets them all. That's the perfect score.
And they have the Street Fighter one, arcade one, if you will.
Yeah, what is it? I remember the.
I know, it like punches when you get the last person, right?
No, there's 3 of them, right? I think the Vandal one is different.
Yeah, I don't buy that many skins. Kids probably have more skins than I do, honestly. I would not be surprised.
Yeah. Well, let's see how the rest of this plays out now.
Yeah, but really good utility usage from like Academy, especially with the Clove, as you mentioned. You can either blind them or even have those smokes out on the map. We see this Clove, Ches doing a really good job with their utility to make sure that they're able to cover the map along with getting useful information for the rest of their team. Now waiting for the push. Prize though gets a kill though on the back end on mid from a lurker. So that's Reina down. LFL no more. And to see what the rest of Kamehameha does. It's a very slow, methodical push coming out so far from them because they don't know what's happening, what the enemy team is doing. But now we might see a confrontation though. Ches not getting a kill just yet. Will fall to the blades, but Cries on the side. Cries with one. Cries with another. 3K for him. 2 members left of Kamehameha. What will they do? Cries on the side though, waiting patiently. Kamehameha has to be very careful.
Yeah. Has to be careful as well, and they do end up pulling back because of it. Yeah, so many ghosts. It just seems to be the play. Or there's the way it is.
Modern Warfare 2. It's ghosts all around.
Yep, it is the way. But Cries with the 4K now immediately hops into the ultimate, finds the tag, but doesn't see where he went. And that means Farting is able to run back. So Moxie, though, will take the A's. Yeah, Cries is thinking about it.
Cries is like, there's no friendly fire in this game, sadly.
If I only could. If I only could.
If it's a CSGO, then maybe. Well, that's a different game. But overall, very well played map. Very good positioning from Cries, and their aiming has been phenomenal these past couple rounds.
Yeah, I mean, really holding it down, getting a lot of critical picks, a lot of critical frags as people are trying to push into their sites. So information there. But, I mean, overall, still very big rounds coming out from the side of Kamehameha after picking up those first 2. They've been holding the line as best they can. This is going to be the critical one, though,
Yeah.
with rifles in hand. Let's see if they find the site. Instead, it is a slow push.
Very
Everyone
slow.
there. So
And-
Moxie
oh
turns
my
the
God.
corner and finds the whole team.
Serious unfortunate events right there because they heard what's going to happen, and now let's see, we have the Yoru and the Reina Ultimate available. Especially with Yoru, you can get so much good information of coming in if they decide to use it. But check your corners as LFL is there. Cries down, the one that got a 4K last round, and now it's going to be a 3v5 K-Tad.
Yeah, 3v5, but here comes the potential breach out. Let's see if the Rolling Thunder will slow it down, or if they do back it up. 3 bullets left in the clip, won't have enough to do it.
For the exit frags.
Yeah, they're just going to play for exits here, I think. They're not going to try to hold it. They've got too much economy that they want to try to save, but Shays immediately gets picked up. And that means Ilamuku could be the one to push into spawn. Yeah, it looks like it is a call to save. It is a call to save the operator, right? Just keep out, stay away. Kai finds one. Oh, Ilamuku goes there, but instead is in the dismiss, so Shays has to back it up.
Run.
It's now the chase for the ace. Can he get him? He wants it. He's chasing him down,
Let's play
but
the Benny Hill
instead, no. Yep, he gets away. Safe and sound.
Hey, you saved the operator. That is a very special way. It was like 5K, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, for the operator.
5K. Yeah, that's a big chunk of change. It's like 4,500.
Yeah, and look at the economy as well still for Hawaii Tech Academy. They still have a nice amount of money in their pocket, so they can buy up for the rest of their team if need be. On the opposite side, you see the economy still at a pretty decent spot for Kamehameha. I believe only one member fell that round.
Yeah, only lose one. They do end up in a really great spot eco-wise. They've got guns. They'll have cash in hand. Even if they do lose this one as well, it's just a matter of who pushes the op. Does anyone know where it is, or do they just back it up instead?
Yeah, and keep an eye out. We still see Breach Ultimate available, so they can go for that. You know, for especially if once they do see a push coming in from Kamehameha, Hawaii Tech can use that to sort of for that retake potential. And Yoru's still not using their ultimate, and it's, like I mentioned, one of the best information gathering ultimates out there. Especially if you want to push on a site, you see where everyone is on the corners. But instead, it's going to be Kai trying to fight them off. But 5 members versus 1, I think that's in favor of the 5.
Yeah, they are doing a great job. Kamehameha playing the everybody go together, they surely can't kill us all strat. It does work when you find people out 1-on-1 and 1-on-5 more like. But that time, right, picked off from the smoke, so that means KO does drop. The rest of the squad now picking the new spot for them to push his 5. Cries would be the one to hold it down. Instead, they find one, looking for the second. Cries misses the shot. Means Bread Girl comes in forward. Shays also misses a shot, forced back. And that means it is site control for the side of Kamehameha.
Save the operator, round 2. But instead, we'll see how they play it out. It's going to be a 2 versus 4, though. Sage's health not the greatest positioning, but it is Sage. They have that healing opportunity to do it.
Oh.
But the smoke is there. We'll see how they play it out. Bomb planted. What can this Jet do? Shorty down, and Shorty's going to fall as well. Last mender is So Moxie, 20 health and a Dream, and Dream no more, as now up to 5 for Kamehameha Middle School. The Warriors on top.
Yeah, Kamehameha does find ultimately all the duels that they needed to win on that one, but it's that same idea. If you're going to just stack, then they're going to stack themselves, move onto site, get the picks, and then go from there. Now let's see, it is what could be a counter, but we'll see if it ends up doing anything. Otherwise,
I think that's Chez's.
Yeah, it definitely is. Ilamuku found it at the end of the round.
Keepers.
And just took it with him.
I have that skin. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
I have all the chromas too, sadly, so that's a different story.
But the thing I want to see if it stays is the Sage for the side of Hawaii Tech. Right, look at the weapon.
Oh.
It's not a tall boy. It is, in fact.
Just like me for real.
Can you see it? Oh, okay, you can't see it.
Yeah. Down in the mid, though, Ilamuku did use the operator and got it really well. So that's there. But 4 ultimates available, and Sage ultimate finally being used. The revive coming in on top of Cries, though. Let's see how they can play it out. You have to be careful. Check every corner if possible. Chez will not get one. You can't spray and pray with that character, as KO gets one off from a hopping Somoxy. Another one bites the dust. KO gets Kai, and now the reload. Everybody hates that feeling, as now Cries will get them with the Vanta. 2 versus 4. The Blaze Storm is ready, but look at the health. Look at the health bars currently as well. Still pretty healthy for both sides. Blaze Storm's getting popped. Gets what next? Cries actually. Oh, the right click not enough. Cries gets 3K, but Fart Things that's showing that they're better with 3K of their own. 6-4 for Kamehameha.
Yeah, picks it all up and does end up coming out ahead. So overall, good stuff from the side of Hawaii Tech, and Kamehameha doing the best they can, or rather, Hawaii Tech trying to defend this, getting good trades, getting it down to 2 is always a win. But Kamehameha obviously finding the offensive looks and getting themselves onto each site. Now, big thing is that Hawaii Tech has no answer right now for the 5-man push. It really, in the base strats of things, right? It really is. If you're gonna just push as 5, then hey, play for retake, play off, play for retake. Right, put yourselves into the one-on-one scenarios or whatever the case may be. That's usually how you expect teams to respond to something like that. But in this case, it is a little bit of a scramble, right? Everybody moving around. Let's see if we force any competitive changes and adaptations in this match. As right now, a lot of noise. Kai runs right into it. Ilamuku does drop as Kai finds the turnaround kill, manages to get past the line of sight. But where does the rest of Kamehameha go? That's the next question. They move forward to close off wall the door. Shays must be able to hear some of this. Here's the plant go down, but doesn't get the pick. And instead does get dropped.
Yeah, 4 versus 4 now. I mentioned earlier, the Breach Ultimate so well for retakes can be used if they want to use it. Chance to kill on the counterbot. KO goes down. 2 kills for Chess so far. And now kind of dash forward. Kai gets 1. Inside the hell will fall. Kai gets there. And now slowly diminishing the lead that Kamehameha has. Hawaii Tech will defuse that bomb.
Yeah, we do end up now at the 5-6 territory. Could be even Stevens as we go into the half.
Good show.
If Hawaii Tech is able to close this one out. They do have cash, a little bit, just to get themselves into this. And we'll see if that stays. But on the other side, Kamehameha not worried about it. Full economy, but 3 ultimates available, right? The Revive is there. The Yoru ult is available for information, as well as Buttergirl's ultimate, should they want to use it for the post-plant.
Has Farthing used their ultimate just yet? I don't think so.
I don't think we've seen the Yoru ult yet.
I mean, last round is half. Might as well use it soon, if anything. We see the standard start from Cries. Does get shot out, though, so they do know something fishy's happening over there. Not sure if it's a full commit or just half commit. Lear was used, I believe, if I heard correctly. Going in, not getting 1. Actually, does get 1 on top of Ilamuku.
Oh, gets out with that, too? That's robbery. Yeah, running back, getting healed from the Sage, but there is the Revive from the other side. Fart Thing did ult forward to get positioning into the back of sight, and it does mean that they have full control now. KO on the side, looking to clear. It does get spotted from the backside, but nobody else finds the shot just yet. 3-on-5, Hawaii Tech dropping down to 2. It's a 2-on-5. Ilamuku watching for the flank, but the main action is in the CT entrance. Let's see if they hold it. Last round of the half, so no sense in buying. Or no sense in trying to save, rather. As I said, Cry swings, gets a pick, but does get traded back. It's a 4-on-1. Bredgo looking for the shots, and we'll find it on Kai. So, Kamehameha goes into the half with the advantage, 7-5.
Not an even half. No more even Stevens. And now let's see how it'll play differently with Hawaii Tech on the attack for this half. We can mention they have the Silver, they have the Breach. They have a lot of good entry for them, as well as to sort of kind of retake. But with all these duelists on top of Kamehameha, I wonder how that will play out for them. Because that's a lot more offense favored, if you will, with 3 duelists.
A lot more offensive indeed. But, I mean, it's that same idea, right? If it's a 5-man swing and a 5-man execute, how do you counteract that? Because on the defensive side, we haven't really seen anybody willing to roll that dice yet and say, you know what, we'll 5-stack a site and just wait, right? Either you've pushed into 5 or you push into none, and then we just go for retake once Spike is down. Let's see if either side is willing to make that call. As now Ilamuku finds the blind and just finds them all looking at Buttergirl. And now that means it is a drop, but they are finding the trades. Kamehameha down to 2. Breadgirl forced up into heaven. As the rest of the squad now plants the spike, looking for it there. Door goes down. Farting wants to get through the door and instead sees Somoxy, but Somoxy will fall. It's the counter. It's the 2-shot. As now they swing around, knows that one's behind Jen, checking for Hell. And that is Hawaii Tech taking the successful pistol.
That was a nice exchange. One from in front of them, one from behind them, one in Hell, one out in the open. So you have to pick what you want to go for first. And because he already dropped, Bread Girl was in a peculiar situation where they didn't know, okay, did I go for in front of me or behind me? And there was no winning situation in that regard. So really nice from Hawaii Tech Academy. And now with some more money in their pocket, they're trying to buy up a little bit, but not too much. I'm not sure what they're trying to do just yet. But the Ches twins, doing a pretty good job so far. Ches, the ultimate is definitely not looking too good for their stats, honestly.
Yeah, not looking too great, but it is part of why you play Clove. Is now wall goes up, but immediately shot down, and here we go. Here's the 5-man push and the 5-man hold. Cries finds the first. Breadgo takes it back. Farting immediately TPs back to site, but with guns in hand, Hawaii Tech does manage to get their picks and pull back. It's a 4-on-3, meaning they do have advantage. They're just waiting to see, all right, we saw a lot of people, so now it's the time for them to rotate over. Yoru will see it, so they will have the information. Now the question is, this is a 3-on-3. If they run into each other, Farting immediately gets picked off, and that means they know one is already ushed up. There it goes. They're going to try to chase it, but Breadgirl finds Shays as he's trying to jump up. Shays now trying to put the smoke up and will do so, and that means we're looking at a 2-on-2.
Yeah, Breadgirl's been doing really good with just their pistols alone, either Ghosts or the Classics. Good job. See the smokes on site. Let's see how the two defenders can play it. Oh, they weren't ready for that one for their smoke to come down. Last man standing is the Sage, and Ilamuku gets a 3K in their pocket. Now they up the first round of this half.
Where did the Vandal come from? Who had a Vandal that round?
That was, I think, Kale.
That's
not KO. No, it was someone from White Tech. I think it was Cries, I think.
Cries?
Might have been Cries.
Okay. Now, either way, that's a crazy round for the side of Kamehameha to be taking, because now we are back into this weird territory where they're 2 up. They've got gun advantage. They are into the should be a big bonus for them, and it'd really have to be on the side of Hawaii Tech to find any meaningful picks or any meaningful kills. You're happy with 2 kills here if you're on the side of Hawaii Tech. 2 kills in the round, that's probably a good spot. You're happy with that if that's how it plays out. But Ilamuku does swing around. They're not willing to chance it just yet, so we move.
Yeah, especially with Empress being used, I know there is a timer on that, and if you don't get a kill or an assist for that, it doesn't refresh it. So Empress should be falling, but in a couple of seconds there. So that's one big ultimate down for Kamehameha. They got it pretty fast in 2 rounds. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, they got it, but instead KO finds one, looking for a second, not able to do it with the trigger discipline, but still manages to hold, as now the rest of Hawaii Tech is forced to stand back into the smoke they go. Ilamuku gets the overheal, as now here comes KO, and it's just a pure flawless from the side of Kamehameha. They just rush in, use their rifles, and take all of Hawaii Tech down.
That was a very, aggressive play coming in from KO. He dashed in through the smoke and used it to his advantage, so played around the side to see where they were. And as they're trying to escape, he just, pixeled it, got a headshot on one of them. And, pretty nice, pretty clean comms coming from this squad. As now they see the Owl Drone coming out from this. But already, you see a lot of rotations coming in from both teams out there on to play out. But peekaboo, and there goes Ches, getting one on top of the brimstone.
Yep. Gets that kill, forced back, is now the rest of the squad holds for now.
I think we just...
Yep. And now we see, where are they looking? Shays wants to move up
Here we go
the path. Yep. Finds that one onto Buttergirl, and now does move forward again. It's another pick off from Ilamuku, as they get that shot as well. Cries, forced back, as now instead they are going to just rush out onto site. Hawaii Tech down members, but knows they have the advantage. Just can they push past the door? That's the first question. Cries finds one. And now Ilamuku trying to get forward. That's the blind, but they blind onto Farting. Now looking for a second. Ilamuku finds 4, looking for the ace. It's a 1-on-1.
If it's anyone, it'll be Ilamuku. Time and time again, he gained most of the kills for Kamehameha Middle School. Hawaii Tech backs against the wall. You gotta go in, and that's an ace for Ilamuku. I believe that it's almost 25 kills this game alone.
Yeah, let's take a look at that scoreboard because, yep, you were right. 25 on the board, 6-10. Kamehameha looking like they want to put this one away. It's a forced eco buy from Hawaii Tech, so it's a little bit of a dicey situation. As now here we go on this side. Chase goes right in, goes right past everybody, but Bread Girl has backup. They've pushed into the big site, the site where everyone is awaiting them. So immediately they get contact, they pull back.
Yeah, and we see Kale going in. Kale gets one. Kale wants to get another, but will fall to the Sage. And, we're back again.
Yeah, see that one more time as we see Bread Girl drop.
Anyway, so yeah, we're back. So we know what's going to happen in a couple seconds anyway. But yeah, I do want to point out, though, time and time again, especially in these Vanta events, we do see a lot of, like, stand-up performers, like, from certain schools. Last time around, we saw, like, pretty much every school we saw one stand-up performer. This time around, it is going to be, Kamehameha's Ilamuku right now, popping off, with that 20-plus bomb already, looking for that 30 bomb soon. Let's see how they play it out. Somoxy, you're in a bad position, friend.
Yep, Bread Girl finds that kill as well, and it just looks like the heat check is on for Kamehameha. They're landing shots cleanly.
Is it a right gun, buddy? It is.
Might have been, yeah.
Oh, I don't have one.
And now let's see, though, because if they can get this pick, it does go down to a 2-on-3. They can see it. Let's see. They don't know, though. Then they don't check wine.
What's one of the biggest rules of this game? What do you always have to do?
That's a hard corner to check, or that's a corner you don't always check. Because you're not always sure. Waits for it, knows the information, looks for the blind, gets blind on Ches as well, and that means it is, Ilamuku gets that one. 11 on the board, 6 their counter. Kamehameha could be closing this one out. And finally,
smart.
We see a timeout.
Yeah, this one a timeout happens, especially if you're very smart. You want to talk it over with your team or even the coach if you have one to see what kind of strategy you want to do now. You just want to see, and also it's good for like a mental reset as well. So you sort of stop the momentum and from this other team for like a minute, and you're able to take a breath of relief, if you will.
Yeah, they can take a breath. They will be able to relax and relieve themselves a little bit. So we'll see how the rest of the match plays out as 30 seconds left on this timeout. We'll see where we end up.
Yeah, straight up indeed. Look at the rest of the board, though. As you see the teams, they're happy. They're talking out during this timeout. And, yeah, I think the names are swapped again, but we'll fix that in a second. Yeah. But Kamehameha on the left, they're vibing right now. They're waving high. We see you, friend. How you doing? As well, on the right, you see Hawaii Academy. They're talking out right now. They know they have to strategize a bit more to see what they can do for this comeback in this half. As, we're going to be back very soon, and it's going to be a good game. Good game of Valorant. As you see the items coming into play, and good game.
So far, so good. Eyes on Ilamuku, because that is the wall that has been finding the picks onto either side. Bread Girl holding their own as well. So Kamehameha, so far, so good. They are doing a fairly good job right now. But once again, can they hold the line once they find 5? There's another one. Does get dropped immediately. Shays, though, will find the counter, but instead knowing that the Owl Drone is there, information given, they are going to back it up. Shays finds another one. Here comes Ilamuku, finds the pick. It's a revive in the back line, though. The numbers in Hawaii Tech's favor. Kamehameha forced to back it up. They know they don't push past the smoke. Buttergirl will drop as well. And Shays right around the corner finds 3. Wipes all of Kamehameha out off of that one. Hawaii Tech, after that pause, or after that timeout, looking like they're picking it back up a little bit.
Yeah, Chad's got there early with the dash in after getting that kill early on. They made sure they got onto Boathouse immediately and they just waited patiently for the opportunity. And while the rest of Kamehameha were focused on the entryway of main, they didn't check their flags. They were waiting for the Jets.
Yeah. So, I mean, and that's a tough one because you're expecting them. They haven't planted yet.
True.
So you're still expecting that the hold is at the door, not able to calm that they actually got somebody deep in sight that fast. So credit to Hawaii Tech. Change up of strat does find a little bit of success now. Kamehameha playing a little bit conservative on this one, using ults and I believe light buys.
Yep.
So we'll see where it ends up being.
Waiting patiently is the name of the game. Oh, they see the blind, they hear the blind, they want to go in. The Blades get one, but on the flank, of course, is Ilamuku. Time and time again, another 1-for-1 trade. Everywhere, Ilamuku gets another one. Headshots on top of Kai. 3 versus 2. And it looks like, oh, that's the arrows coming out from this Sova. Oh, through the smoke, though, Ches gets another one. 2 versus 2. Blades available for this Jet. Plant not coming in just yet. Down in hell is one. 3K for Ches. Looking for more. Doesn't know where he is, but instead, as Buttergo gets one, Ches gets them, and has a 4K for this Jet. 8 rounds for Hawaii Tech.
Yeah, Hawaii Tech pulling it back now. A little bit of confidence after that timeout. Understands a little bit more of what they want to do as a team. The 5-man rush, once again working for both sides. I will keep talking about it because I want to see once a team really figures out how to close that. That's how we'll see an adaptation in strategy today. But overall, you can't mess with the side of Kamehameha and Ilamuku being the one to take down. The kingpin that holds the map in center. KO will drop, not able to get it, so that means the wall immediately goes up in response to slow the push down. Blinds, utility, everything being used from Kamehameha. They're going to push forward, but instead Bread Girl does get the shot from the back. Now forced to hold on to sight, see what else everybody else will do. But instead, Rolling Thunder gets used, and they are going to try to execute. But Ilamuku on the flank, looking for somebody, but it doesn't even matter because it's Bread Girl, it's Butter Girl all day. They're going to hold the line for their teams, and that means Kamehameha will pick up 12. Match point.
Match point. I'm not sure if you saw it as well, but as those will come in from the breach, I do believe that Ilamuku is using that sound, all that noise coming in to make sure that they're able to run and get on the flank immediately. So well thought out, waiting for the ultimate to come out, and as they heard the enemy team rushing, say, all right, I can, sound my steps with their steps and their utility. So really well played from this carry. 33 kills on the board.
Yeah, but I mean, credit on that one goes to I don't know, the bread and butter combination, I guess, is what you would call them, because they locked that site down.
Oh, yeah.
Bread playing from in the pit and Butter playing from the CT side.
Smooth like butter.
Means that, yeah, nobody was able to get through on that one. So Hawaii Tech into a weird spot, but they do get that first opening frag. Ches will find it, but Ilamuku waits in the wings, looking for one, does get one, and immediately goes with the dismiss. Here comes the Empress, looking for their ace. There's one. The overheal goes through. Spike going down, but how much time can you find? The dart lands onto the Reina, I believe, and they're forced to jump back. The shot hits, and now Kai finds another, looking for a third, not able to do it. Bread Girl finds that pick. It's 3-on-2. Only 2 defenders left, or 2 attackers, I should say, looking for the offense. And now pulls back just a touch. It's just down to Cries in the bottom side of it. And that's it. Ilamuku finds 35. And Kamehameha punches their ticket to the finals.
Kamehameha in the finals. The Warriors showing their worth. You see them on the screen. And of course, we do know what the next semifinal will be. They'll face either Kalakaua or Kawananakoa in the finals.
Absolutely. And that's the question right now. You watch that, you know who you need to beat, right? If you're one of the other 2 Valorant teams in the wings for that match, you know who the star player is or who you expect that you're going to have to take down if you want to beat the side of Kamehameha. So we'll see how that plays out. We haven't seen either of these teams yet today, so we don't know what's going to happen in our next series. But overall, I mean, that was close, though. Credit to Hawaii Tech Academy, right? They did make it close. They were starting to surge at the end of that one, but unfortunately for them, just not able to kind of finish it out and take us to an overtime.
Yep, Ilamuku was everywhere that game. I mean, I ended the game with nearly 35 kills there, so definitely showing, his worth in this overall map. And if you are either Kalakaua or Kawananakoa, you want to be like, all right, how can we focus this guy, or how do we avoid this guy, if you will?
Absolutely. Well, with that said, though, we will be going to just a short little bit of a break. But when we come back, their second semifinals match here at the Vanta Hawaii Esports League Spring Finals. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, and welcome back here to Hawaii Pacific University's Esports Arena, where we are now on to the second semifinals for the Vanta Hawaii Esports League Spring 2024 Finals. This time around, though, we are seeing 2 new teams to see who will face off up against Kamehameha in the finals. K-Tat here, Colton there, as we go forward. And, all right, it is Kawananakoa once again, but this time up against Kalakaua Middle School. So, new face, new to the broadcast, one a champion already in another title, one looking to establish themselves into this title. So, Colton, I mean, how you feeling? Who do you like out of these two?
I mean, just going off of the first game, right? What we just watched, what we're hearing now, immortal level players in middle school. So, I mean, just going from that match and understanding that information, walking into this match now, I mean, these players and these schools, I mean, they're building talent for the high schools, whether that means they're going to go straight to the high schools relative to their schools already, or if they're going to transfer over. But I'm expecting a lot, right? I think my expectations because we're in the the middle school era. It's not like I have super high expectations, right? You're still young. You don't have a lot of time being put into this game, whatever that may be. But now looking at where they're ranked and how that gameplay looked last game, I mean, from last semester itself, this already looks miles ahead of where we were.
Yeah, and that's kind of the crazy thing, right? When we talk about building a pipeline, like the true, right, scholastic pipeline and all of those types of things, when we look at that, if this is where we're starting at the middle school level, and that then transitions up into high school, and then high school transitions up into collegiate, right? We really are in a good place for the next generations of competitors here if they stay in Hawaii. That's always the caveat, right? If they stay as a competitor, and if they stay in Hawaii, we would then have a pipeline of strong competitive talent to be able to promote within the islands. Those are the two big things, but of course knowing that having regular competition, regular leagues, having opportunities provided by Vanta to organize, but also through all of the sponsors for being able to make events like this happen, I mean, that's how we get a healthy and sustainable, competitive esports ecosystem in here in Hawaii, and I'm excited to see where that goes because, yeah, like we were talking about, if you've got an immortal player in middle school, where do you go from there? Like, right, that's just then getting them ready.
If let's say we don't exactly know, right? As again, we are loading into the map, heading to bind, but if let's say all 10 of these players are immortal, no, there's more immortal players here than I have friends that are immortal. Like, that's crazy. Like, it's wild to me that, in a middle school level that's possible, right? Now, I'm not saying that all of them are immortal, right? I'm sure they range across multiple different ranks, but just thinking that's possible now is wild to me.
Yeah. I mean, it is something where having that many high-rated players, it does speak to what I think we've always told people, is that there is a healthy ecosystem of strong competitive players here in Hawaii. You just need to give them the opportunities to prove themselves and to show themselves for it. But before we jump into the map here, we do want to give another special shout out to one of our friends and sponsors for the Hawaii Esports League Finals here at Vanta, and it is to a big thank you to our friends over at Tetris. Not only are they supporting a fantastic tournament here this weekend, but they also have prizes that you can win. So, for those of you here today, or if you are attending tomorrow, head on over to the Tetris Arcade, get a high score for the day, and walk away with some exclusive Tetris swag. Well, check it out. You can play on your phone or computer. It does not matter. Just want to have the high score before the drawings at the middle of the day. But, all right, we are in to Bind, now being the map between the two that we see here. And right out the gate, Kalakaua taking it a little bit as a stack onto A. We'll see if that works. But with the Sage Wall there, it does mean best laid plans are forced to be reset by Kawananakoa.
Yeah, looking maybe to play for the defensive side on A, but, multiple different possibilities to play. It is just the pistol round, so rotations and such can be made quite quickly. But again, Cypher Yuto going to give away maybe one position as Gecko looks to clear out the site and walk on forward. Nothing spotted by Dizzy. Now going to go out as well. And pushing through Hookah, they're going to go. Spike gets planted down.
That's like down, but in the smoke goes AJ, finds another shot, as now Eto finds another one. as they jump out of hookah, but it looks like nobody else wants to go there just yet. They will hold over. Star Lover wants to find this kill, but instead forced back, forced to self-heal. Scooterman wants to get that one as well, but also TP's over. I don't think anybody saw him get that TP all the way to elbow. Could be a flank if he can get this kill. There's one, and now it's a 1-on-2. Iron 3 wants to get it, but does force back for now. They're going to double hold the doorway, and that will do it as Kalakaua does find their first round of the game.
Finding the first round off of a pistol, but pistol round, one of the most influential rounds in the game. You're able to take at least, ideally, your next 1 to 2 rounds right off of bonuses, off being able to buy, and that's the beauty of Econ in Valorant. So as we prepare to go into round number 2, we see a little bit more of those buys coming out for the side of Kalakaua, and not just yet for Kawananakoa with the money. So as we walk into round number 2, sights looking to be pushed. A little bit more of a default hold for the side of Kalakaua, but as they press on through, Eto pushing into showers, looking maybe to get a little bit of a clear here. Going to peek on out, find one in heaven, but the wall going to go up from Bruce. Is going to block them off of any access. This wall goes down. Sun's out onto the site, but not to find anything. Now, of course, we see a little bit more than the likes of the players as we get to see the map and where everyone is. They only know their own team, and they have to, in some ways, guess the locations.
Yeah, they do have to guess, but because this is the danger of the 5-man push, is that when you go, it does allow people to potentially look at you on the flank, but AJ gets picked off. That could be trouble. That's a Spectre now available for the offense. So Kawananakoa has arguably the best gun for this round on their side. Spooderman now looking to clear. Does get picked off as Brucey does get shot, but instead it's the flank that doesn't notice it, and instead Spooderman picks that one up. Average will clean up Spooderman though. It is a trade. 3-on-4 onto the site. Spike goes down, wall is up to protect them, so only one method of entry unless they want to fight through the wall. It looks like that's going to be the call from Kalakaua as they try to break it down just for now. Opening is there. Fade wants to use that util. Here comes the blind. Iron 3 gets one. Finds a second. They're going to get a headshot onto Moon Lover, so now they also have to back up. Moon gets one, but will get picked up by Average at the end. And Joshua finds the last. So Kalakaua takes the 2 as we move into bonus.
Yeah, as you mentioned, with that wall going up, there's really only 2 options that you can take. I mean, there's a third, but that's going all the way around the site, and that's not normally a chosen option. So there's really only 2 options. You can leave the wall up and push through lamps, or you can shoot the wall down and give yourself that second option and try to play multiple angles. With the gun advantage, it's much easier for them to have chosen to play for that second option. Take the wall down, play for 2 angles. You have the gun advantage. You want to take that fight to Kawananakoa. That's exactly what they did, and now they walk into the 3rd round with a 2-0 advantage.
Yeah. Walk in up, but this is where Kawananakoa, traditionally, you'd expect to have some form of advantage now with the bonus, knowing that they should have rifles. We'll see how this does play out as... I mean, this double sentinel strategy, right, from Kalakaua, this is when they want to pick up as many rounds as they can, knowing that, all right, on the offensive side, they are expected to be a little bit weaker, right? They don't have a whole lot of entry utility. So they want to try to pick up as much as they can while they can hold the line up against Kawananakoa with the double sentinel. Instead, there goes Dizzy. The blind will go out. Iron 3 looking for something. AJ finds one after his blind. And instead, everyone else forced back. Iron 3 waiting in the wings on the cam, looking to see if he can hear movement. There goes 2 teleporters, which means now Spooderman in a weird spot, throws the blind out, wanted to retrieve a gun, but I think forgot to do it. And so, yep, we're just going to leave that one. Yeah, he immediately TPs. Thankfully, doesn't get picked off. Alright, now spike down, wall up. Kawananakoa has 4, but more critically has 2 of their rifles, I should say. And now, the other side of Kalakaua with half buys or their half guns in hand. Let's see if they can get through. Moonlover waiting, blinded up, but no other damage yet. Spooderman gets taken down or on the side, but Moonlover finds one, finds the second, looking for nobody's checking the corner, and that means it's all coming up Gecko. Moonlover gets 3, and now it's a 1-on-1, but can he just has to play time, looking for more. Here's the tap, looks for the shot, but it's Iron 3 who ends up coming ahead with it, but did he have enough time? It looks like he does, and that means it's the defuse, and it is Kawananakoa just falling a little bit short in the bonus.
That spot behind that wall was such a perfect little, nook to sit in, right? You can barely see, maybe if you see the gun, then you will know that they're sitting in that corner. But you'd never expect someone to sit right there in the open, right next to the wall, able to get 2 from that location, and then with the rotation over, catching the Neon off guard. So, Moonlover taking advantage of that spot, but unable to close it out. And unfortunately for them, another round going into the favor of Kalakaua, and Guns again in a little bit, Econ and Guns in a little bit of a iffy position.
Yeah, and you gotta love the way they played around it too. Spooderman trying to sell it by throwing the blind, and Moonlover just blind in the face, right? Just taking the Yoru flash full bore, and just like, yep, nobody's there. They're just blinding. But okay, here comes the fast plant from the side of Kawananakoa. They got onto site. They're gonna try to play tight angles. It feels like. As let's see where Kalakaua goes from here. Another flash out. Nobody around the corner. Joshua waiting for reinforcements. As now they will move forward and say, well, they're Yoru hunting, but instead it was a fake teleport, so once they know that, they pull back. The rest of the defense now, Kalakaua looking for where they're going to be forced to go, and AJ goes in, finds one, but it is traded from the side of Miguel. Now instead, Joshua picks up that one. Star Lover on site, looking for it. There goes the Bucky from Brucey, picks up one. Joshua runs out of bullets. Does not matter because Iron 3 is there in support, and Kalakaua picks up their 4th, but it did cost them a few members.
Yeah, I mean, you talked about it, right? Just to push on through into laps, gets a couple of trades out, but that's that position where when that wall goes up, there's not a lot of ways in. You have to take those gunfights, and with the gun advantage, again, Kalakaua coming out on top in round number 4. So we're seeing maybe a little bit of a economy decision coming on from Kawananakoa here, looking to decide if they want to commit into this round or if they want to try to save a little bit more play for the next round. The Sheriff looking to find shots, but not able to find anything. Iron 3 able to take down one, AJ to follow up with another, and now that gives them a 2-man advantage just 15 seconds into the round.
Yeah. They find the 2, but it is a res coming out from Star Lover, so Spooderman will pick that one up. We'll see what they're looking to accomplish. They really do res him just for the info. Having the dimensional drift was a big part of what feels like it was their game plan, as now they know exactly where the Cypher is. They're going to try to come out, and instead they find both picks onto the defenders. So, could be a big round for Kawananakoa here. They're picking up guns, picking up utility. Rest of the team moving forward. Wingman gets the plant down. 4 on 3. Not complete rifles, but still, Miguel will fall. Average picks up that one. Has the overheal now, so back up to full as they move forward again. Spooderman waiting. They're going to play offsite just a little bit, make them wait, but instead with that wall, it does force the hand. Spooderman has to peek it. They're going to try to fight around the side, but Moonlover also will drop. Star Lover picks up one. It's a 2-on-1. Everyone knows. Will they double swing? That's the question. Finds the second. Out of bullets, but Joshua doesn't swing it. And now it's slow. He has the time to heal. There's the slide, and there it is. The Neon picks it up, but did they have time? It looks like this one's going to be a no, as once again, Kawananakoa, now they get up on the board, 4-1. Star Lover with a big clutch.
0.47 seconds off from getting that defuse off. So close, but again, that decision to double swing versus swinging separately could have made or break, or could be the make or break for that situation, and unfortunately it was the break for Joshua. I mean, I get it. You're at like 7 health. You're a little hesitant to just walk on out, but you need to be able to swing that together. Just do your best because your time is not on your side. Now as we're prepping into the next round, Kawananakoa now able to take one of those guns on through into the next round, and with their previous save, they're able to play into a full buy situation. No peeks out of Hookah at the start of this round, so maybe a little bit more of a push, but they know exactly where they're coming from with those shots coming on out. Cypher Trap going to find one. That's now information over to Kalakaua as more ults getting dropped. And this Fade going to try to clear the site, but AJ to find 2. Not going to be able to find the 3rd, but that's going to give them the advantage into this site. And now Plant going down. Able to find 1 with the blind. but 3v3 on the retake is going to come out, and Fade knows just where they are.
Yeah, they'll break through the wall here. Joshua once again dives past, looking to re-entry, but instead gets caught up into the Fade util, forced to just sit there. Not what she wanted. The Neon was grounded as here comes Average with the play, gets one, immediately pops the ult, goes right back out, throws the blind out, but it's a counter blind. Miguel doesn't swing it though, which means she has time. Information is there! Last bullet, but can they find the bomb? They don't know where it is. There it is. They start to defuse. Okay. Almost close. Almost too close for comfort. They'll get it, but it's gonna look weird. Yeah, there you go.
I guarantee you, the team was screaming at Average and being like, yo, no one's left, no one's left, no one's left. He was peeking corners if there's still someone alive.
Yeah.
He's still in that clutch factor moment. You know, the ult's popped. You're ready to fight anyone that you see. So, you know, getting a little overheated, but rightfully so, and able to find the spike just in time. 3 seconds left on that clock, so able to go. So, as they prep into that next round, again, Kawananakoa into an economical decision moving into this, but trying to prepare themselves, right? See where they can make those changes. Maybe try to find an opening pick. They need that going into this round because their guns aren't on their side.
No, guns are not on their side. Utility not looking great. They burned some ultimates previously. So now just looking to see, can they get any advantage out of this without spending a whole lot of cash? That'd be the goal. As Spooderman finds his way to the back of the site, gets a pick. Nobody knows where he is. Finds two. That could be massive for Kawananakoa because that's not only the picks, but that's rifle in hand. AJ will go to shower, but finds himself on the other side of a sage wall. Once again, Spooderman throws out the teleport. See if it ends up being useful for him. Instead, AJ throws out another blind looking for the teleport, but walks right into Spooderman, and that means it's a 3K for the Yoru. Average will fall, and Kalakaua finds themselves in great position off of their duelists.
And the scoreboard didn't say it, or the game didn't say it, but that was essentially a thrifty round. I mean, maybe they spent, you know, $10 more, 10 credits more than what the thrifty number really is, but because of Spooderman able to get the 2 picks with the Sheriff, able to find the weapon, right? You then get the next pick onto AJ. Paranoia doesn't exactly blind you. It just closes your vision down, and unfortunately let TP just in that vision cone of Spooderman and able to take another pick there. So guns now in favor, right, of Kawananakoa. You're looking at where they're going to push, how they're going to play. Will they decide to play a default or just push on through? But you see the decision on that map, what they want to do as one walks into hookah. 1 health left on Average. Just that headshot itself is not going to be able to take him out, but oh, so close.
Phantom through the wall. That's the unfortunate one about that. But now Iron 3 on site, trying to play with the rest of the team. Wants them to get up close, but Spooderman once again TP's back, finds his pick. Here comes the drift, finds all 3. They know he's there. They're looking for it as AJ jumps through. Will get the clear, but Spooderman on the backside doesn't have ammo. He's reloading, but he's reloaded, and he finds them all. It's a clean sweep in the back. Kawananakoa, they aren't happy about it, but they'll take that one off of Spooderman.
He's probably shaking a little bit. He's like, "Oh no, I don't have any bullets left. I didn't think to reload before popping into my ult. You get out of it and you have 10 bullets and 4 people standing in front of you. What are you supposed to do?" But luckily for them, able to work together with Miguel and get the rest of the picks on out. That cannot be a fun moment to see.
His mouse was shaking. I'm surprised we didn't see the screen shake. You know, and they try to signal, "No, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. Hold on." But instead, yeah, once again, the Yoru mind games, right, always requires a little bit of special thinking to be able to play up against a Yoru, right? Is it a fake? I don't know. Do you shoot it? Do you not shoot the clone? Who knows? Spooderman doing a great job living rent-free in the minds of Kalakaua as they are trying to figure out how to play around this Yoru. It's a slow hit this time, but once again, he finds his way to the back line. They're going to push out of showers now. Brucey gets dropped. Here comes Iron 3, but it's a double swing, which means he will go down as well. Average has a Sheriff, but not sure if they're really expecting they're going to land anything out of this. All eyes on the flanker. It's AJ looking for one there. Average finally drops, but all the information has been given. They're by showers, and here we go. Shots coming out, just trying to get these taps with the Phantom. Here comes Ito, and that means AJ will drop. It's a flawless for Kawananakoa, and they're starting to heat up.
Yeah, they're starting to figure it out. The past 3 out of 4 of their rounds won have come in sequence these last 3 rounds. So, now that they have the guns, and now that they kind of understand how they want to hold it, maybe they're starting to understand a little bit more of the patterns of Kalakaua, or maybe Spooderman's just getting all the right picks in the right locations, playing as Yoru. Like, I hate to say it, but as much as I hate Yoru players that are like that, he's doing a very good job at doing that, and just constantly being behind them or being in places that you just never expect for him to be.
Yep, absolutely. And now we'll see it. It's a bummer Clutch Key isn't here today because it's a double Bucky time as AJ plays close, throws out the smoke, finds the first. Now they know they're up against the shotgun. So will they play back? There's the slow from the Sage that should prevent the push too hard, but instead they'll clear it. They're expecting someone showers. Instead they wait. They do know that one is there. Brucey waiting for it. Joshua playing around with Spooderman around the side. But instead, here comes the Sage. Sage gets spot, and that means they're all trying to push her on. Joshua does not finish her kill, though. Instead, not enough bullets are pulls back just in time. But instead, finds some shots on the Spooderman. A little bit of damages here, a little bit of damage there. Average will drop as well, though, as we tie up the board.
5-5. I mean, that Bucky is deadly. And again, like you said, our friend not here today, the one that is always going to call out that Bucky time. Not here to witness it, but able to sit in the smoke, find a pick there. I mean, it helps, but unfortunately just not able to do anything more. Another Bucky sitting on over by Showers. Not able to find anything either. Trying to sit behind the wall. Unfortunately, wall gets shot down. You're playing that split peek and just not able to find it. Now, pushing into this next round, right, a little bit more buys, except for one coming on out from Kalakaua. Now, of course, that's going to be paired up with the ultimate. So that is ready to go, ready to shine if needed, but waiting to see what they want to do, if anyone is going to push near that site. The peak is going to come on out. They know the Yoru is there, but whether or not they decide to use the ultimate or know that they TP'd is unsure, but they are now.
All right, we'll check in with him later. We'll check in if that pays a dividend. We'll see. We'll check in with him in a bit.
As his team goes the other way.
Yeah, never mind. I like the big brain play that was about
the vision was there.
Yeah, I like the vision, but instead, nope, doesn't end up working out. Here comes the blind. Average wants to hold down and lock down A. Joshua on site means they're about to start jumping and diving around. Here comes the Emperor Palpatine hands, and let's see. There's a flash, there's a clone. They find two, actually. And now Joshua just spraying into Showers. Waits for the reload, the energy. Once again spraying through, not able to do anything. Must wait for the hand to recharge. And instead, it's just a counter wall. Ito can't get out. They know he's in the corner. They're going to try to use Crash. But instead, the detain doesn't matter. It's just chaos. Kalakaua ends up getting the defuse. Joshua jumping around. Okay, that was a round.
I'm a little interested on the last part, but I think the neon energy, built its way into the veins of Joshua. He pressed W on his keyboard as if he was doing it as a neon, IRL. So, that energy took over, able to walk on out though with that round. Kalakaua making their comeback after 4, able to at least guarantee that they even it out at the half. But again, you explained it earlier on, double Sentinel comp. You don't have as easy of access to entry onto the site, right? Your Reina blind is there, you have maybe the Neon Stun, you have the Omen blind, but then past that there's not a lot of entry versus post plant that you can play, and so we'll see how that plays out. But of course, still one more round on this side. Plant goes down for Kawananakoa with one player down, so playing a 4v5 retake.
Moon Lover ruins it! AJ had the biggest brain play, but AJ just happens to be facing the other way. Here comes Brucey! Here comes Brucey! It's a 4K. They know where he's at. They're gonna swing for him. There's the ace! Kalakaua, sorry about that. Gets 7 on the board. The double Sentinel strat works, but there's your Sentinel right there in the Sage.
AJ had it. He had the thought. He so badly wanted to, but unlucky, not only able to find one on that TP there. The thought was there. But in the end, like you're saying, right, it's Brucey there now to show up and show out for the team all in that round. Able to find 3 all off of 1 peak, by the way. That was disgusting.
The same peak, by the way.
So, able to take that out, but we transition over the half. They swap sides, and we go right back to the pistol rounds. Kalakaua now getting their chance to attack. Kawananakoa able to flip it. Now, normally, we talked about this sometimes, that bind, normally, defender-sided. However, the agents that they're playing are not like meta, so it very much could just swap based on how they decide to enter, how they decide to hold on to the site. It really just depends on the strategy level.
Let's see what they want to opt to do as Kalakaua forced back already. Sage Wall was used up A short, so that means, or A main rather, and that means they are forced back. Everyone's going to play a little bit tricky, just expecting some weirdness from the Yoru. But instead, AJ finds his way all the way up to site. Does clear pretty deep, actually. The rest of the team now needs to get on board. He hears everyone else coming. The Moonlover walks right into a right click. And that means AJ gets to pick that one up. Here comes the rest of the squad. Spooderman, everybody blind. AJ will get picked out blind as well, but it doesn't matter because Miguel is here on the side with the 3K of his own. And that means Kawananakoa starts off the second half in the lead.
Yeah, and Spooderman got a kill completely blind, by the way, which, you know, maybe you could have swung the tables there, but fortunately for them, didn't matter. Miguel is there to clean up the rest of that site and give them the first point, give them the momentum into this round. Now, defensive side, again, looking maybe to play a little bit more hold weapons with that extra econ from the pistol round win. But, you know, we saw Leon get picked very early there on the side of Kalakaua. Maybe a choice decision to push out that far, just an unlucky peak. You know, having all 5, especially with this double sentinel, double duelist composition, can be very important just because you need manpower, you need gunpowder to be able to entry onto a site. From there, holding it is the easiest part of your composition.
That's the big thing, though. You got to get to that part first. Step 1 in this chain is the hardest part when you don't have as much utility to get there. Well, let's see. It's a slow movement around once again. Kalakaua we're hoping that maybe they catch somebody in rotation on alert, something like that, but no. Kawananakoa holds firm. Don't give up information. They don't give up much. As instead, they will smoke onto A, and that immediately calls the movement. But with 1 being found onto B, it looks like StarLover will call it out to say, no, this is the execute. Everybody here, everybody now. They'll retreat to elbow to hold together as a team, but the blind goes out. StarLover forced to back it up. Spooderman looking for the pistol shot on the side. They want to be able to even this out in the bonus. Moonlover with the outlaw gets 1. Is on the rest of the squad. Meanwhile, they push through the ice, the wall. StarLover swings out, but it's just chaos in the back line. Star gets another. There goes Miguel with the Marshall. It's a clean, flawless for the side of Kawananakoa. But on a bonus pistol, that's what you would expect.
And that's what they need in this situation, right? You spend that extra bit of money just to be able to walk into this next round comfortable, be able to bonus out on this round. If you lose it, it's okay. That's why the econ was spent on that second round after pistol. So we walk into it, this game, holding at 7-7. Remember, we started this game off at 5-1. So a much different script being written in the latter part of the first half, mind you. But again, Kawananakoa starting off strong here on that 2-0, but pistol round expected to give you that second round. Wall going up on a main, and
it's one of those. He knows which pixel to line it up with. Will they push it, though? That's the question. Will they shoot it? Will they knife it? Fade Util tells him nothing. Spooderman waiting around the wings. Has a weapon, will travel.
Portal closed.
So instead he wins the race. Shots down. Clone his shot, and instead he finds AJ, but does get traded back up by Iron3. Now they know StarLover's here. She will get concussed, and now support is there. There's a blind. They're going to pull back up into the smoke. Average waiting for someone to swing around the corner. Does get Ito forced to use the dismiss for fear of getting pushed. The 2 members of Kalakaua now forced back. And it looks like they will rotate.
Yeah, playing all through that main. I mean, a couple of trades being sent out on the shower side, but just Starlover's still alive. The one that was hiding behind the wall, playing that pick so perfectly, able to find a pick out of it, but nothing more as the rest of the team kind of falling through. You said it earlier, Dismiss being used there instead of the overheal, so we'll end up, the Reyna still sitting at such a low amount of health, but this push gonna come on through. Starlover hears it, Starlover sees it, Cage doesn't matter. Will they be able to find the second? They will, on to average. Starlover with the 3K, able to close out the third round in a row on the defensive half.
Yep, close out 3 straight, but now this is the round for Kalakaua with the guns. They're still a little bit hurting on the economy side, but the hope is that they would be able to mount a better defense with better tools. So let's see how their utility ends up shaking out at the end of it all. Rest of the squad, though, for the side of Kawananakoa, everything steady as it goes right now. The one Sentinel versus the double. Starlover holding down and locking down whatever sites they need. The rest of the utility still paying dividends for them. Alright, here we go. Joshua dives forward as the Neon runs past the clone. Walls up, wants to slide around, knows where one is. Concuss goes out. They're going to try to play amongst the boxes as Joshua once again jumping around, trying to get the back sight. Does find one in Ito, but now they need to find Scooterman. Moonlumber in the trouble, though. Doesn't realize that Joshua just jumped and hippity-hopped it to the back of the site. And that means it has to come from heaven. Scooterman forward with the Yoru. Lined out. Joshua looking for more. Instead, Marshall shot is there. They weren't sure if that was the real one, but now they are. And so that means Scooterman does get dropped. Starlover finds another, looking for it. Instead, it's the trigger discipline. As once again, Average spraying onto the box. There already is on the half, but they don't have the right spot. Starlover actually takes a couple of bullets there. The dance in front, yeah, Average is so confused. He's like, I was spraying it, dude. I was spraying, I promise.
Yeah, a little unlucky there, but Starlover trying to play shield for the defuse. And Starlover really loves that peek outside of, peek out of hookah and play. And I guess that's a Sage thing. Maybe, I don't know, Brucey got an ace out of that peek, and Starlover able to get 2 on the same exact peek. So maybe it's a cursed spot. Maybe you just don't sit behind in that pocket, when you haven't cleared out lamps just yet. But now, a couple more guns being bought here for the side of Kalakaua. They need to get these peaks. Starlover looking to wall off onto
Will they check?
the short. But yeah, it's unsure how far they'll really go. Ends up deciding to change that angle. Miguel knows where they are. We'll find one through the smoke. Not fully settled, I think, on the aim. So now looking, but Yoru going to be able to go and ult, see how many exactly are there, and he's going to spot all 3 of them. One of them already going through the TP. He now knows he is following through it. He is blinding. He is in the... What is happening?
AJ was waiting for him on that one. AJ was like, I've seen this show before. Instead, AJ TPs to spawn, but gets picked off, so now it's just up to Average, who thought that the site was empty, but Moonlover was waiting for them. Dizzy was there. I've read that book. I think it's called A Series of Unfortunate Events.
Yeah, basically, essentially. I mean, I don't know how you feel about Yorus, but that's always like my worst nightmare sometimes. They pop out of ult and you just don't expect them to be there. That being one of them where they TP in ult, so it doesn't fully make that sound, and then they just show up next to you. I'm AJ probably was a little spooked.
He knew. No, he knew. I'm going to go with the narrative.
He
backed up and was like, all right, here comes the Yoru. Where is he?
Guys, get out.
Oh, great util, though, because now Ito finds everybody, but it's just the back and forth. They're diving all over the place. Joshua just jumped around and kind of broke him at the ankles, or in this case, broke him at the neckline, as that unfortunately means now Kawananakoa down a man. Kalakaua, though, in good spirits, as now they have advantage and they have sight pressure. It will be the tripwire going down. Iron 3 wants to kind of keep controlling this site, knows that somebody's close. There's the spray through. Starlover forced back, but Iron catches the shot. Scooterman trying to spray through, not able to do it either. Starlover goes through with the Sage on Sage, but it's 2 looking for 3. Finally, Star gets taken down, but it means it's a 2-on-3 now. Miguel gets picked up in the blind spray. Moon's Lover looking for more, not able to do it. Only picks up one, but the rest of the squad jumps out. And that means Kalakaua, they find their first round of the half.
Finally swinging it over, but I'm telling you, that peak from Lamps is just cursed. I don't know how StarLover stayed alive for so long there, but they did, and they found two. So I don't know, maybe it's just a never peek that angle, whatever it means. You know, they ended up getting StarLover and luckily wasn't able to close it out in the same way Brucey did that one round. So for them, Kalakaua able to take their first round, now able to take a little bit more of those guns in their favor as well. So the Econ now slowly being evened out as we walk in through, but they're two rounds down.
Whoa.
But how many spots can you get from that?
The Haunt saw everything, but now once again it's an A rush. Plant is going to go down. They're going to try to break the wall first, but here comes Thrash. Moonlover looking for it. Thrash, unfortunately, does not do that peak well and will get picked up. But you know who does? Spooderman finds one, finds two, runs out of bullets, but Joshua will get the trade and now becomes a 4-on-1. The Neon against the world. Can they do it? The answer is no. Moonlover will pick it up, and Kawananakoa is 11.
Yeah, I tried their best there to find those picks, but unfortunately Thrash does not work at a long range. And fortunately for them, it didn't matter. Thrash ends up just being a util dump rather than it's anything else. Overall, though, 3 ultimates on both sides here as we head into the 20th round. But a close game as we try to finish out this last semifinals. Now, of course, you and Leighton casted it. The first semifinals already decided, already played on out. So they know exactly who their competitors are. But we just need to decide between Kalakaua and Kawananakoa. Is Kawananakoa going to get their shot at another title? Or is Kalakaua going to take their berth at the finals?
Yeah, and that would be the question, right? Kawananakoa, if you're them, I think you're happy to see how many titles can you sweep. If that is the case, we'll see what ends up being the play. I agree with you. Kamehameha waiting in the wings, watching this one, taking notes about this weird Yoru, and knowing how they're or already probably formulating the plans should they need to play up against him in the finals. On the other side, Kalakaua not out of it yet. Still has a chance to win this in regulation should they close out completely. So let's see what happens. StarLover waiting on site. Cages out, a lot of util. The plant begins, but StarLover finds one. Does get traded out from AJ. Spooderman now on to site. Wants the dimensional drift, has the TP. Flash in hand, looking for how he wants to do it. But instead, finds AJ. Once again, the bane of his existence is there goes the fake, there goes the walk, there goes the blind. AJ knows that's not the real one, though, as he will TP back out of vision. They're playing mind games over there. That's 3D chess going down as Joshua holds down sight. Ito will get a pick, but it does not matter. Kalakaua strikes back 9-11.
There's a lot of things that happen, and I don't think I want to play against any of these teams anymore. Like, at first I was like, man, I really don't like this Yoru, and then I watched Joshua play, and Joshua is like the definition of a Neon player. Like, you zoom in and you're just jumping around, you are dodging bullets wherever you can, you'll slide, and then you'll finally go, alright, now it's time for me to take this fight, and then you'll win it. Now there's AJ who's just TPing behind people, able to get that off through a blind. There's too much happening. I think there's a stimulation overload if I were actually playing this game of who to keep track of, where to go. But Kalakaua bringing that gap one closer now. 2-round difference as we walk into the 21st round. 2 more rounds for Kawananakoa to lock this game out. But we see the peak coming on through. In this push, they need to make sure that they are checking their corners. But instead, they shoot through. They see the spinning gun out of the corner, and they shoot through the box. So, unfortunately, not going to be able to hold on out. Kawananakoa now down 1 as they look for the retake. But the trade going to come on through. And now, the retake from both sides looking to make happen.
Yeah, Kalakaua gets the spike down and now already establishes themselves for the post plant. But it's a strange and tenuous position they've put themselves in. It's 4 members down long. AJ, though, pretends to TP, but here comes the revive. 4-on-4. They'll throw out the Gecko, the wingman, to try to defuse, but instead blinds go out. AJ finds one, but it will get dropped and traded again. Star Lover and the Gecko, Moon Lover. The Lover's on site. Not able to do it. Star will drop, but Moon picks up one. They won't have time to defuse, but they'll hold on to it and die with honor, I guess, as they go down. Kalakaua picks up their 10th.
Yeah, able to pick it up and follow on through. Now, of course, a couple of those picks coming out just through the back of the site, through entry, right? Again, AJ with the TP onto the top of the box whilst the rest of the team is pushing on through. Their entry, by the way, we were talking about this earlier, how we were a little worried about the utility they could use as entry. Their entry decisions are Joshua, run in, you got this,
AJ
dodge
TP.
the bullets, AJ TP, AJ blind, and then TP, and then that's their entry route, which, hey, I have nothing against it because so far, it's been throwing everyone off guard. It's just whether or not you can close up the post plant that is your biggest worry. So, you know, a continuous of whether or not, or what that decision is for them and how they want to choose to enter. But instead here, sitting a little bit back, waiting maybe for some util to be used, listening out for anything before they make their decision.
Yeah, things getting a little bit dicey though, if you are Kalakaua. Or rather, if you are Kawananakoa. Kalakaua on the surge, as now they do completely give over site control. Let's see where the wall comes down. Joshua now looking for the spots, finds that, okay, Showers has been walled. Here comes the defensive fade out, but Joshua forced back. Not much information given other than, okay, we know that Neon Showers. They still need to clear the rest of the site. AJ waiting for it. Sees that they break the trip, but gonna play back in smoke. They're gonna play time as much as they can. Flash goes through. AJ finds 3! Blink and you missed it because that's where all of Kawananakoa went. Moon Lover, though, trying to find it on their own. 1 versus 5 would have to be the play. And instead, I think Moon out of time means they also have to run back. Huge hold from AJ means that Kalakaua evens up the score.
Yeah, AJ, I mean, he reversed the curse on lamps there. Able to find 3 of them exiting out, and Moon Lover able to find average on that last second pick there, dropping the gun, making them repurchase it. Not that they don't have the money for it, but just, you know, putting a little bit of a dent in that bank. And now we push on to an 11-11 tied round. I mean, if AJ is going to continue to do that, they're not going to have a problem taking these last 2 rounds for themselves. But unfortunately for them, the kills are almost nearly even on both sides.
Yeah, we might have to send Leighton outside at this point. But just looking at it now, Kalakaua on the resurgence, has money, will travel. Kawananakoa is still a little bit hurting in terms of the cash. So they've got half buys. Star Lover, though, finds 1. That was a big one. Gives them advantage. They're going to get support from elsewhere, as Ito also holding the line from long. Smokes, util, all there. What more can they do, though? TP gets used, and they'll hear everything. Star knows that that's 3 there, and they're going to go back. Moon Lover holding out on the side. There goes out Dizzy. Instead, actually, no, chooses to throw out Thrash instead. And Thrash will get dropped, but here comes Star on the flank. Star gonna whiff the shot, but does close it against Brucey at the end. Now, shots from heaven as they're trying to find out where the damage is coming from. Kawananakoa finds the match point after all of that. All right. Are we going to an overtime? That's the question.
I don't want to, but at the same time, I'm like, I want to see these teams duke it out in such likes. I just don't know if I want to end up there. Yeah, if you were in the venue, you could hear in the background there's one of them that was screaming throughout that round towards the end of it. And I'd like to believe, based on what the scream said and what we watched on stream, that was Star Lover. Having a little bit of unfortunate moments. They got both kills. It just took a couple extra bullets to get there. But it's okay. The kills ended up falling through, and they ended up taking out that round. 12 rounds on the board for Kawananakoa. They're looking for their finals berth. They're looking to vie for that championship trophy. But will they be able to get it? They need this round to do so. If not, we push into overtime. We fight for the first to 2 lead.
Yeah, there they go. Plant is down. There goes the Prowler. Instead, Kawananakoa playing it a little bit slower, waiting for the rest of the team before they make any major pushes, just trading some of their utility. Sprays out into the back line for now. Moonlover there, looking to just put Wingman on the defuse. Ito gets a pick off of the boxes as now they're all waiting around the side. It's a big hold, but they're all clumped up. They're going to get a concuss onto the backside of the two near showers, but are they just going to give it? They don't know.
They don't
spray the bomb. No! There it is. Well, congratulations to Kawananakoa Middle. They now have a chance for 2 finals wins here on stream. Unfortunately for Kalakaua, they go down with members alive as they did not clear the bomb. But GG's to them. What a close one that was. I
mean, down to literally the last possible point without having to go into an OT, and then winning it off of a pros don't fake moment. Like, you couldn't write it any better to end that close of a game off. I mean, it's just ever so slight changes maybe that you could look at, but in the end, Kawananakoa, yet another chance at a trophy, yet another chance to get themselves, fill that case up even more. So we'll see. I mean, we'll see what happens, what comes about in that finals match. But till then, we're going to take a short break.
Aloha, friends, and welcome back to the Hawaii Esports League Spring 2024 Championships. My name is Keita. Joining me on the desk once again is Professor Layton, as we are here to finish out the Valorant portion of the middle school competition today between Kamehameha Middle and Kawananakoa Middle. As 2 solid teams we saw, 2 very close games, though, in the semifinals rounds. But we move from the best of 1s to the best of 3s, and Layton, you were there for the pick ban. What are we in for?
So, from what I understand already, so the 3 maps in general we are getting will, of course, be our Observer Series map Ascent, followed by Breeze, and then finally I decided it will be Split. And from what I understand, it'll be Kawananakoa on defense, all 3 sides. So, Kamehameha, the Warriors will be on attack for all 3 sides as well. So, interesting start to see how Ascent, Breeze, and Split.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's something
standard.
because there's no like common thread, right? There's no common theme we can expect out of those 3 maps, right? When we think about Ascent, we think about Breeze, we think about Split. They all offer different levels of what that map has, right? Ascent is kind of your standard flat. It's very clear choke points into each site. Breeze has such long sight lines, right? Multiple entry points that it's really hard to really figure out where you want to go there. And then Split, right? With the verticality, should we end up on Split? There's so much verticality, so curious to see how this series is going to play out. But to start us off, Kamehameha already looking like they want to play, but not a surprise. Kawananakoa already locking in. Or actually, no, it's flip. This is flip. But this is Spooderman on the Yoru, as Kawananakoa also saying, yes, we have a Yoru player as well.
Yeah, Kawananakoa. Spooderman, we saw it in the first series. Yoru's a really good character to play, but you have to use the ultimate, especially in the last series we saw Yoru, the ultimate, a lot more full potential, really. Getting a lot of these very hectic plays that we saw, I believe, in the last map, where several times that's going through spawn and just using the ultimate to find all members and his team just swinging with him, especially that one where he just caught mid-reload.
Yep, absolutely, and it looks like that is what is going to be going on as the teams are loading up onto Ascent. And I mean, let's see it, right? I mean, now it's curious. Right out the gate, we're going to get a Yoru versus Yoru mirror. So I am very intrigued to see how far down the rabbit hole do we go with the mind games and where everyone is thinking and what they need to think about and what they're going to do, right, as it pertains to this one.
I'm going to laugh so hard if we see both Yodas use the ultimate at the same time. So we just hear both drifts, and it's like, okay, they're both in there. Where are they? But yeah, honestly, especially mid-control. We saw last series as well with the operator. Mid-control would be so useful, especially with these offensive duelists like the Jet, like the Reyna. See, if you have the op control down mid, it's really hard for the rotation plays coming from the opposite side, from the attackers, or especially when you're trying to get onto a site, especially when we saw Sage is getting locked in. Sage can do so well, especially on B, making sure they can't get the initial push down with that one walkway.
Yeah, and I think that's the big thing to call out, right, is that Sentinels do get so much value, right, on Ascent, specifically the ability to just lock it down and say, yep, you are not getting through this door, right? This one door is what really matters, right? So it's really about how well can you get past it, can you wait out that utility, or can you clear out that utility before then making your move onto site. I mean, I am surprised, right? We are seeing a lot less mid control off of this, this series. I'm curious to see what ends up happening, as instead, right out the gate, the breach utility down a long or a main means that everybody backs it up, and Kamehameha just jumping around and waiting.
Yeah, breach such a utility, especially with concuss, making sure stopping the initial play, and especially with the. They don't have a jet, especially with breach with jet is so useful because you can concuss, stun a couple people, jet dashes in and gets a couple kills, but see, they don't have that engage really with the jet. On the opposite side, Kamehameha sticking with their strategy of the triple duelist composition with the Brimstone, with the Sage. Let's see how that plays out. Of course, the person we have to look at was from that first series, Ilamaku. It was so phenomenal. Ilamaku starting us off with a headshot on top of, what was that, Elo there? Or Ito, sorry. What else can go? Another one bites the dust. I thought looking for a third, swapping off. Instead, calling Miguel will call Ilamaku down, to death. And now it's a 3v4.
Yeah, 3v4, but critically, Kawananakoa, I mean, it's pistol, right? It's still early.
Yeah.
But they do have the spike down, so money there, guaranteed. We'll see how they play around as Starlover finds a headshot from range, so that means Buttergirl is going to be pretty low, but calling Miguel finds 3, looking for more. KO will get it. It's a 1-on-2,
look at the health bars, though.
Are low. Yeah, tap is there. Spooderman gets one, looking for the 1-on-2 onto KO. KO dashes up, looking for the shot on stairs. Still out of cash, out of bullets, needs to reload. Spooderman looking for it, will get it. But I think that this round is ultimately Kamehameha's with the round, with the time. Yep, Spooderman clears everyone, but Kamehameha takes the round.
Yeah, just a lot of patience coming in from Kawananakoa, making sure that, from Kamehameha, making sure that, they're playing their time, making sure that, they can't defuse, so you're just watching them time and time again. And, yeah, but still, look at the buys coming out so far from the team. It's very interesting.
I mean, KO getting 2 kills with the extra cash in hand, willing to play for that Vandal, so we'll see how much that has an impact onto his round. I mean, overall, the rest of the team, though, doing a pretty good job so far at holding. Yeah. But let's see. If that first round is any indication of what we are in for the rest of the game, we are in for one crazy and long series as Miguel swings around. Moon Lover, though, on the side, does get KO around the drop. The Bread Girl will pick it up and trade it. Miguel gets taken down by Bread Girl, as now Ilamuku trying to clear. Spooderman finds one, but finds a second as well. He will get dropped low, and it's a 2-on-3. Gun advantage now still over to the side of Kawananakoa. They just need to pick up a few, but they will lose one now. Spooderman to the back line, but not able to get it this time. Fart Thing was waiting, and that means Starlover, the last one left, not able to do it. And just like that, Kamehameha takes round 2, but it costs them some guns.
Yeah, we're talking up, about this Vandal buy from KO. So, yeah, he's going to do a good job. Immediately entries in, gets headshotted, and, yeah, loses the Vandal. Though I do believe Fart Things did grab it in the end, though. So still not as bad as it could have been, but still having to force yourself to buy up more despite losing that last round.
Oh. KO's going to force it again.
Yeah.
If this is to be believed, this is KO forcing again, and because Kawananakoa also contested, they're going to be a little bit light as well. So we're in a bit of a few weird buy scenarios. Let's see what ends up happening. A Starlover swings around. Spooderman's going to get picked immediately. KO has to back up. Starlover backs up as well. That means everyone on site is holding now. They wait for it, but instead Ilamuku does find Starlover on the flank. That means it's a 3-on-5. They have control. They're going to swing around. Ilamuku will get dropped by calling Miguel, but instead Miguel immediately gets taken down by a pushing KO. It's just down to Ito, and Ito going to try to blind and flash everybody. Flash his way through, dash back. Ito will find one. Ito has a rifle now, looking for more damage, but instead KO will shut it down. And Kamehameha coming out the gate strong with the 3-0.
Yeah, really nice placements from most of these players, honestly, in this lobby. Make sure they can tap some heads. You see KO 1 now, dominating his team, dominating the game really with kills, but right behind them, of course, is Ilamuku along with Spooderman and Colin Miguel. All 4 of these players doing a really good job getting aggressive with their entries and make sure they can back it up. Of course, Spooderman on the Yoru, one of the duelists, and Omen being Omen, just, we saw it last game where they just teleport in and just get these weird kills. It's interactions, really.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still there's been so many mind games between the teams we saw today, so let's see. I mean, Omen, could be doing it more, but all eyes on the Yorus, right? They've both been watching each other, watching for TPs, watching everything, what each other does. And here we go, Spooderman holding the flank, but will TP back over to Jen, expecting everybody to look that way, but has to reload. Does get taken down. It was a long time, but Farting will close it. And that means Moonlumber backs it up. Kale, once again, looking to push through smoke, but the timing is there.
He heard the animation, he heard the swap, but the smoke will fall, and I believe the gun barrel did pop out, so he was spotted out by that one. 3v4, Starlover looking to go in. Window not popped just yet. The crack will hear them all. A lot of slows, a lot of burns. Kawananakoa, they have to move in now if they want to try something. Time is falling slower and slower. Buttergirl does get popped to the side though. Nice aiming from Ilamuku. Make sure to counteract that. Slow's coming in into the main. You see fart things down below with the Vandal. They know 1 versus 2. And actually, Moonlover with the Outlaw as well gets a kill on fart things.
Have time?
They should have time. There's enough time.
Okay, yeah. There you go.
They have enough time, yes. Okay.
Yeah,
I was down on myself a little bit at the end there, but, in the end, they still got it. But still, a very hard win, though, for Kawananakoa there.
Yeah, I mean, it cost them a lot of guns, it cost them manpower, but critically, they are on the board. They find it in round 4. Still some cash in the bank from Kamehameha, so I don't think we're worried too much about that yet. But on the side of Kawananakoa, you are loving that round, if only because it prevents you from having to go into another eco. Yes, they are in a bit of a lighter buy, right, with the Guardian, with the Bulldog, and with that Spectre. But overall, they are fine with that if they can hold. They just need to kind of slow this round down. There goes the Jet looking for somebody. Instead, we'll get hit with the fault line and is forced back. Okay, Ito now, trying to just clear B main. They want to get cross in a path.
Yeah.
But look at that. They buy space for Moonlover. There goes the Jet Knives. They're looking for it, but Starlover is there as well. They're just going to clear him out one by one by one. Spooderman's on the drift. Knows where everybody is trying to get information. There's the blind. There's the jump back. And instead comes out of it after it all. Starlover picks up another one. There's 3. That's a flawless from Kawananakoa. They fight back hard.
Yeah, honestly, really well-placed wall there coming in from Moonlover. Was waiting on the side, and even though they got the kill on one of the opponents, they didn't know where they were, and they thought it was Starlover the whole time in the angle. So Moonlover was still there, and honestly, really well-placed placements from all of them, along with the rotation ultimate coming in from, Spooderman as well with the drift.
Yeah. Spooderman information given with the drift. I mean, he's using it pretty much as fast as he gets it. So, something to... Oh, okay, there we go. Hold on. We are getting a timeout here, so... Tech pause.
Some issues with on the either equipment or something. It happens sometimes in a LAN environment like this. But yeah, looking overall, though, you do got to give props to all these teams. You see them right now. They are working. They're trying to talk it over what they can do. The players are all happy, though. They're waving through cameras.
Yeah, there they are. They know they're on cam, so they're excited. They're waving across, but as it stands, we are seeing what the problem on stage is, as there is a technical pause. But yeah, I mean, overall, close series, right? Close start to this one. 2-3 on the board as it stands, right? It is relatively close. So, I mean, it's still anybody's game, right? Still trying to figure out what is going on. And see, okay, there we go. Now we do have the problem. We know where the problem child is.
It is one of these, that is the sub-captain from Kamehameha Middle School.
Yeah, there we go. Yep. So let's see. But regardless, I mean, I think we are in for a series then. That means if this does go the way that it continues to go, it's close.
It is close. Very, very close indeed, like you mentioned. It's a matter of, besides that one flawless round coming in, it was pretty much one person, 2 people left on a side at the end. So coming down to the wire for these fights.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I think is one of the things to keep your eyes on, is that because all of the fights are so close, right, that's one of those games where, yes, it could swing one way, it could swing the other, but ultimately at the average of rounds, right, played, you would expect that more of them to go closer to that 50% line, right? So things to watch out for. Big plays need to be made, but both sides, I mean, we've seen it in the semifinal rounds. There are star players on both of these teams. It's hard to judge, hard to guess. If you had to put a prediction down right now, I actually don't know which way you would vote.
I mean, you mentioned it last game. If Clutch Key was here, he'd be voting for the Bucky players, no matter what.
So that's Kawananakoa, right?
Yeah. I mean,
no, actually, didn't they get knocked out? Wasn't that?
Oh, it was. You're right. I
Kalakaua.
so.
I think Kalakaua was the Bucky players, right?
Well, somewhere Clutch Key just started like tearing up. He doesn't know why, but he's tearing up right now.
The loss of Bucky.
Like you mentioned, lost our players. Of course, on Team Kamehameha, Ilamuku has been a star player. I believe we mentioned 35 kills in the first match for Valorant of the day. While on the other side, I think Spooderman has been a very standout player for Kawananakoa.
I'd agree with you. I also think the two named partners,
on
so
both
to
sides.
speak, on either side, right? Yeah, you've got
Starlover,
Moonlover, and Bread Girl and Butter Girl.
Yeah, Bread Girl, Butter Girl.
I mean, the two named duos on either side. I also agree, they have been holding it down fairly well, right?
Oh yeah.
They are great at locking down sites. They're great anchors for either team. So those are also names, right? Not only the flashy, right, duelist players or whatever. There's solid foundations on either squad.
Yeah.
That's also, people to keep your eyes on.
Yeah,
we'll see what they do.
Like you mentioned, Bread Girl, Butter Girl, especially with the agents they're playing, with the Brimstone, with the Sage, they're so useful for holding down sites. You have the smokes, you have the slows coming in from the Sage, along with, the incendiary grenade coming in from Brimstone, which can be so useful, especially if they plant on default and you know where it is. You can just sort of be a menace, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely can. I mean, and that's why I feel like they're such great at holding it down in the back line, holding down sites, or just doing whatever they need to do, because of the fact that, yes, they are really performing, I think, for their squad. And on the other side, right, Moonlover, Starlover having done great initiator roles and just being kind of supporting roles, I'd say, for their squad as well, right? When you're looking at a team where, yes, Spooderman has been doing a lot of craziness with the Yoru, it's really the star in the moon, right, that are also being...
They're shining bright in the sky, if you will.
I wasn't going to go there, but you know what?
And actually, you're talking about named duos. Technically speaking, Miguel and Spooderman are also, if you think about it, because Miguel Hara from Spider-Man 2099 and Spooderman, I'm going to stop talking now.
No, I was just curious to see how far down the rabbit hole
am I wrong, though? Because, Spooderman is, Spider-Man, and then Miguel Hara.
I don't know. We'll let history judge you on that one. If how close, how meaningful that. We'll ask them later if they're actually a named duo, or if you were just kind of like going into the halls of obscurity for that one.
I'm just a Spider-Man nerd. I read the comic books, so Yeah.
Well, good news. It looks like the tech issue has been resolved.
Hey!
We are about to go back in. So, all right.
Here we go.
Round 6. Here we go.
3-2 scoreline. Kamehameha on top at the current moment. See what happens. Moonlover. They smell something fishy right now. It looks like that's going to be Kamehameha. Going to spray and pray. Calling Miguel to back him up, but not enough. As through the walls will be that Deagle shot from Ilamuku. Finally getting a gun, I believe, in their pocket along with that. And we saw, I believe, a couple of damage on top of the jet player of Kamehameha, but of course, we have a Sage. Enough said.
I mean, it's one of those, right? When you hear the end of the world, does it go out with a bang or a whimper? That execute was a whimper. They just slowly walked out the door. Nobody expected it.
Ooh.
And they managed to get site control. As now Kawananakoa down to 2 already because of the fact that Kamehameha had such a great entry. But Spooderman looking for damage there will get traded. Starlover finds 1. It's a 1-on-2 though once again. What can they do? Looking for it in the backside. Looking for the shot. There's another pick. Will they clear it though? They know the third one. They don't clear, but Fart Thing will be the last one standing, trying to get the gun, but might just die to the spike.
Oh.
There goes.
Unlucky. I mean, it happens. They did win the round, though, but they did lose everyone, though. So lost a couple guns, so they are still able to buy up in this scenario for pretty much both teams, but the economy not looking too good for either side, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, with that many deaths, right, across the board, you're not expecting a strong economy just because so many items, so many weapons, right, so many guns are left on the floor. But because of that now, Kawananakoa in a almost must-win round. They are in kind of like a half buy.
Yeah.
But I do like the adaptation here, right? There's this with the 4-1 split that we saw this round. This means that now they are able to kind of get information and then play around the rest of the squad. As now Kale jumps right on in, but already the pullback is there. Ito has to back it up, trying to hold the line against Ilamuku, but instead the double blind comes through, but they will get trapped in the fault line, meaning that Ito picks that one up. Advantage for the side of Kawananakoa, looking for the second. Starlover finds that one. Oh, it's just a one tap. The head taps are there. Starlover gets the dismiss, trying to hold the line, but instead the rest of the squad is out, and Kawananakoa bites back with the flawless.
Oh my god. I believe as well, like, the Lear, I believe, caught out the Kamehameha's Reina as well, so they were caught off guard, Jet player, so they're caught off guard completely up on top of heaven. That's what allowed Starlover to get the first of those, like, 2 back-to-back headshots.
Yeah. Also, shout out to that little art gallery that Kawananakoa was putting together.
I know.
For all of us. Oh. Emotes.
You gotta love the emotes.
Yeah, got it. We're seeing all of it. Yep.
See, one of my favorite ones to use is the one of Brimstone in the Yamcha pose. You know the one where he's on the ground like this? You watch Dragon Ball, right?
I mean, I'm just, yeah, okay. That's
all right, buddy, all right. But let's see how this plays out, though.
Oh.
Time and time again, we see this.
That's the clone.
Yeah, it happened last time as well. They shot the clone first, and they gave information from Kawananakoa to rotate. That's how they got there very fast. So, we'll see they do the same thing again, especially with the clone getting shot at immediately with the head. They hear the Jet dash forward. Jet wants to do some work. Spooderman, though, on
Rolling Thunder.
But the Rolling Thunder got one. So 1-point trade so far, but Kali Miguel on the back. TPing in. So currently, I think he shot his own teammate on accident because he didn't think he was there. You saw that too, right? He was all caught off guard.
He spent too much time in the aim
labs.
trainer. Yeah, saw movement, shot at it. Thank God this isn't Counter-Strike because he didn't immediately just pop his own buddy in the head. But it's okay. Kawananakoa looking strong after the tech pause, having picked up both of those, or 3 of those rounds. As it stands, yeah, I mean, now Kamehameha has rifles, has money. They are now in the must-win territory for this round. Otherwise, they risk losing another pair of rounds.
Yeah, and look at the ult uses as well. Like, 2 ultimates were used by Kawananakoa last round. Like Kamehameha, they almost have all 5 up. I believe one more kill for KO to get that Jet ultimate, but Ilamuku going in. They finally checked it. They learned their lesson from last time around. Starlover, though, looking for 2, looking for tap some heads. Unable to get it. Ilamuku, though, will get out Starlover. Spooderman on the site. Oh, but Ilamuku knows where Spooderman is. The flash won't go all the way, I believe. That's a 4K for this Reina. Looking for 5. The ace in sight. Not just yet. Ito says no. Ito wants more, but Bread Girl gets that bread and gets the 5th round win for Kamehameha.
Yeah, and this is where it gets fun. We're seeing adaptations, we're seeing strategies, we're seeing call-outs now. That is something to really kind of take note of. That was a conditioned response, but this time Moonlover unfortunately gets picked off, not able to win against the swing. If they clear Ilamuku there, that is definitely a 2-piece for sure, because the other person isn't expecting it. You're putting your faith that your duelist wins the 1v1 from the side of Kamehameha, and you gotta love that, because now it really is going to be down to performance. The strats are being called and matched. There's now information given.
And the Blade Storm has been popped by the Jet. By KO, though, wants to dash in. You always see KO dash in immediately as this Jet. Window's been popped. They hear the cracking happening. Look to see what happens. A lot of ultimates have been blown. Dimensional Drift from Kawananakoa spots out a lot of members. They spot them. They know where they are. Through the smoke, one falls down. Moonlover gets on top of Buttergirl. Another one. A lot of headshots happening on the map. You see Barthanes get Starlover, though. Ilamuku finally gets popped, and that will be Ito and Spooderman getting the last 2, tying up and equalizing this game.
I gotta think about that one a little bit because Kawananakoa did a lot of things right in at the exact same time. That is either the best timed execute or just everybody did what they needed to do, luckily at the exact same moment, right? Spooderman goes in with the drift, gets the information. They clear door, but they also shoot through smoke based off of Spooderman's information.
Yeah.
The Yoru then clears the flank, and everybody pushes through their opening at the exact same moment. It overwhelms the site. Kamehameha, I mean, you can't fault them for that. There's not a lot I think you can actually and actively do when the execute comes down that tight. But now it is a change in game plan just slightly. Can they probe first? Can they find information? Can they draw the team away from the other site? And it looks like, yes, that is the answer. We are finally seeing the next adaptation that I expect out of this series or out of today. What happens when you bait the 5-man over? Farting dies without a rifle. That was his entire job, to just get the entirety of the team over to A site. They plant the bomb, and they clear the site. They've got control. Ilamuku now gets to go on the offense, finds 3, knows where the other 2 are as well, but does not care. They are buying time. The clock is ticking. They're going to try to see through. Spooderman will find that one only because of the concuss, but KO and the rest of the squad cleans it up. Kamehameha takes 6. And Kawananakoa now, they got to start thinking for this last round, how do we want to play? But more importantly, when we're on the offensive side, are we going to keep doing the 5-man, the 4-mans, or are we going to change it up?
Yeah, I mean, talking about the ultimate usage, we still see fart things, still holding on to that drift, and along with the orbital strike coming from Buttergirl still available, especially with the retake potential coming in from Kawananakoa. They can use it very easily, get the plant early on, and you just wait the patience game. You know, patiently wait, see what happens, and it's orbital strike and easy peasy right there. Especially with it being the last round of this half, you want to use it as much as possible, so as soon as possible. Gunshots going on, you see the concuss coming in, a lot of utility being boned, and the smoke comes in.
Oh, they pull back. They pull back, though. That's the important part. They catch contact, they pull back, and they reshuffle. So that's the next part of the chain right now. Is there an overcommit from the side of Kawananakoa? That's, you love it. The immediate 3, 2, 1, walk.
It's like when you play League of Legends or any other game and everyone just walks forward and all of a sudden they just all together 180 or just, they stop or just recall or something.
Yep, all together now, but instead Miguel sees it already. No damage created, no contact given, but it's a blind spray. Yeah, it's a blind spray of market, and that means everybody now on site. But Spooderman is here. Spooderman finds one, tries to get the spray, but is still alive. Has a flash, has 5 bullets, out of shots. Needs to reload again, but instead Miguel there to support. It's a double shot from the side, and we might just end this half completely tied. Itzo finds Smart Thing, and it is 6-6 on the board. Well done from Kawananakoa. They tie us up.
Usually in Valorant, it's a first to 13. Now it's going to be a first to 7, really, if you think about it. For these two squads, and half a map already over, swapping sides, like you mentioned. Kawananakoa now on the offense, and we saw last time around, even though they have 3 duelists, and usually that's a lot harder on the defense compared, but they made it work. Especially with their retake, it was so well thought out with how they played, especially Ilamuku on these flanks all the time, doing so well, and that's a setup coming in from Buttergirl and Breadgirl, holding it down on the sites.
Yeah, holding it down, and that's the thing, right? Those kill numbers may not reflect how important and how much impact those 2 players have had, because they are just holding it down. They've done a lot of things, but they've also found critical picks, or in the post plant, that's when they've been so strong. Now on the defensive half, they are in control. So let's see what happens. Buttergirl popping some shots through. There goes 2 blinds. They have information. KO gets blinded themselves, so that means they're forced back. And that means the rest of the squad does have to pull out, as site has been given over to Kawananakoa. It's just about when they want to play for the retake. There goes Ilamuku, finds one, finds 2, clears out Speedway. Farting clearing right. They're about to hit it at the same time, but it looks like no. The Reina drops first. Farting swinging over. The Yoru wants to get over to the left side. They need to play from both angles. They know they're low. There's one. Looking for the second, but sees the overheal going through. Knows where Star Lover is, but Spooderman on the flank means that Farting won't go down, and that is Kawananakoa picking up the pistol.
There's so many ghosts on that runway. I saw kind of like 5 ghosts there.
Call it a graveyard.
Oh, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. But time and time again, especially in the corner on B, all the time you see the concuss coming in, and someone gets caught out there. And every time, it's always a wide swing, and they get caught out. So early on, we saw like 2 members of Kamehameha get caught out immediately, especially because of that wide swing potential.
Yeah, and that's the thing right now in the bonus. Actually, in this scenario, normally you're like, yeah, it'd be great if you win it, whatever, right? Not too worried about it, but this could be a disastrous round if Kawananakoa finds a way to lose this. But with the rifle advantage, it feels like they're playing a little bit more defensively, especially with the outlaw buy. Not something that you're going to be swinging people with. But Buttergirl now there. Ito finds the opening frag onto Breadgirl, means that the rest of the squad pulls back. But Kale, with the Sheriff, finds it, and that means Spike doesn't plant. Ilamuku jumps through the wall, though, to dismiss. They will get dropped, but at the end, it's only after time. But it's a 3-on-2. Kawananakoa in a little bit of trouble, as there could be some good rifle buys. What a shot from Kale. That means Spooderman gets dropped and sat down. The rest of the squad looking for it. Miguel in a 2v1 on the swing, immediately turns around looking for Kale. Just like that, tap, tap, and they all go down. Kawananakoa closes it back out.
Real nice placement coming in from Colin Miguel, but especially for Kamehameha, you could have worked together in that one. You didn't know where the last player was, or the second player, sorry. You could have swung together one drop at the same time as you saw the other member come through trees. So that could have been an opportunity to them if they come together, work together to see if they can get that swing potential together and sort of catch off that generator player off guard.
Yeah. And that was the thing, right? If you double swing that, Miguel has no chance at closing it if everybody swings them together.
Oh, this flick is amazing.
But yeah, that 180, right? You force them into a 180 flick at that point, that's when you can clear it. But unfortunately, without proper information, they're not able to give each other what they need. Miguel is able to clear it. So now, once again, we continue to see the 5-man up against a single site. So far, it's been dicey. It's been back and forth. But let's see what ends up happening, because now it's a 5-man push, probe, and then immediately run to the other side. Kamehameha has adapted a little bit by not immediately rotating all 5 over.
Yeah.
But nobody's watching mid.
I mean, Kamehameha did that in the first half. You saw it several times where they rotate full 5 and they wait the patient game. And Kamehameha knows that strategy, and they're waiting patiently for it. But Moonlover with the Outlaw getting one off guard things. Trying to see how the street push will go out. They spot out one. They're trying to go in. There goes the concuss. Buttergirl will fall. But look who it is. It's Ilamuku getting one only. The dismiss. Trying to survive. Empress goes in. Brenner gets one on the side, but will fall immediately afterwards. They do have the backup, though. Up in heaven is their other counterpart in their jet. 2 versus 2 now. Calling Miguel. Waiting patiently. They spot out the barrel. Calling Miguel will fall. And now last man standing, of course, is Moonlover. But Moonlover, it's now daytime. The moon will fall. 7th round for Kamehameha.
Ilamuku got a rifle and just immediately went crazy. That is one of those rounds, though, that you've got to be thankful on the side of Kamehameha, because they are able to... There was some solid guns on Kawananakoa's side. Bulldogs and other important rifles and things like that. So now with this one, they are forced back into a little bit of a more awkward buy, right? They had chosen to buy rifles and other things in the interim, in their bonus. So now they got to figure out what they're going to do, because they're going up into a wall that is the duelist line on the side of Kamehameha.
Yep, some noise being made by Kawananakoa. Looking to swing in, but check the corners. It's Buttergirl. She's a little slippery in that regard. They keep on going through the smoke as Buttergirl gets a 2 more 3K for the Brimstone. Looking for the rest of the squad.
Where'd the Yoru go?
Oh, where'd that Yoru go? 4K for Buttergirl. Looking for the A's and A's for Buttergirl on the Brimstone. It equalizes the game. 8-8 apiece.
Yeah, we talked about it. Key players to watch. Not only do they have a monster in their duelist in Ilamuku, but Buttergirl as well. A solid player that has been doing so much work for the team. That was probably the answer. Sending out the private messages to everybody like, oh my god, I did it. Oh my god, the ace, the ace, the ace.
Clip it, please.
Somebody go back to the stream, clip that, get ready. I want to see that later, but there it is.
Retweet it. With
a Brim ult now at round 5 of the half, right? being able to have
See the
that.
last game?
We haven't really seen any brim ults get used all day today. So really seeing where that's going to be used, because that can shut down a push like this really easily, especially when we consider how many 5-man pushes we've seen. They push through the blind, but instead it's not there. Farting finds one, looking for another. Buttergirl on the flank. And that means Starlover has to back it up. Spider-Man though. Spooderman already on site, looking for one. Clears Buttergirl almost, but no. Kamehameha holds it again, and they take the lead.
Yeah, Ilamuku coming in from the flank, going down main, getting that one last kill along with that one. And now Kamehameha in the lead in this first map. Like we mentioned, Ascent, Breeze, and I believe last map I said was Split, if I'm not mistaken. So those three are the ones we will be seeing this game. Yeah, Breeze is next, same side as well. So all throughout all three mats, it'll be Kawananakoa starting on defense and Kamehameha starting on attack.
I mean, at this point, right, this map, it doesn't give us a lot of information in terms of who's stronger on one side or the other, because we've been trading rounds back and forth. I mean, there hasn't been a big change in the offensive strategy from either side, right? It's overwhelm a site, take it, and hold and play for duels in the retakes. We'll see how it goes, because both sides are looking to always position a flanker. So it really is how quickly can you execute, because if you can't do it fast enough, the flankers and the rest of the support system will overwhelm you. Here we go, Spooderman there. There's the defensive brim ult. It stops the plant. Oh no, it doesn't. But it does get Moonlover, and now 3 members cleared instantly. Ilamuku doesn't see the Omen, but will clean them up in the end. It's just down to 1. It's a 4K for the Reina.
Ilamuku's aim just always catching me off guard. I'm like, dang, this kid is good. Are you sure this kid is middle school? Can you get a rank check?
Was Ilamuku one of the Immortals? As we stare down the production line and ask them.
As we all stare down at the observer.
No, he don't know.
He doesn't know. Well, we'll check format. We'll check format.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking at this though, finally double digits for Kamehameha. We see the items coming out. Sort of a half-buy situation coming in from Kawananakoa here. But yeah, Ilamuku though, looking to get a repeat of history, aiming for that 30 bomb yet again.
I mean, absolutely nuts. We very rarely see stat lines like that in these what I'd call scholastic level tournaments, of just somebody that much better than the entire rest of the field is crazy, right? 35 bomb in the first match here, on pace to get another one in this opening game. Kamehameha looking strong again, but KO finds the whole team, gets taken down. Ilamuku though finds one with the blind, means that they can't see anything else. Farting as well supports them. Kawananakoa, Moonlover was just trapped. There was nowhere they could go, and so it's Kamehameha on 11.
Rock on a hard place right there for Moonlover. But now, still able to get better weapons now, or if they're going to wait out a bit more. I'm not too sure just yet. That was a cool spray, by the way. But yeah, Colin Miguel, though, and Starlover with their ultimates ready. So you can't see the teleport, we can't see the Empress come out from Starlover. So potential there. Moonlover still has the Resurrection available. Opposite side, though, it's KO and Ilamuku their ultimates. That's always a scary prospect.
Yeah, the duelists on the side of Kamehameha just, once again, performing admirably. They do their jobs well. Ilamuku actually finds a tag. Gold 3, we're being told, was the rank of Ilamuku, and I don't believe that for a second.
I mean, he's still better than me. I'm unranked, so I can't say anything.
Yeah.
Hey, I peeked gold, but I just want to talk about him. Ilamuku with that gold 3 aim right there, getting a headshot on top of Starlover.
The jumping, peeking, oh my god. They keep checking them. They keep checking against them. There's the dimensional drift. They clear the wall. They're trying to spray.
The flank.
But the flank again. If you don't clear it fast enough, you will get taken and punished.
Where is he?
Is playing hide and seek with the entirety of the Kamehameha squad. But it looks like they will be coming out with the match point 32 on the board.
He got 35 in that first series we saw of the day for Valorant. So looking to maybe repeat history or get even more.
I mean, how's that for a stat line, right? You're averaging in both games the same amount, a rough average of the entirety of your team, the rest of your team's kills. That's how that stat line works out.
Dang.
Right?
Dang.
That is
All right.
insane to think about.
Oh, but KO, though, looking to improve his own KDA here. Missing 4 of the blades. Having to jump out, dash out as well. So, not want to lose his life just yet. Emperor still available, though, for Ilamuku. Did headshots. Buttergirl not finding it just yet. But Ilamuku, though, on the side, getting 1, looking for a second. Not just yet, but you're coming to rock and a hard place there, Spooderman. And Spooderman, comes Uncle Ben there as KO with the flank, getting 1 with the blade. Last man standing, of course, will be...
And there's 35. Count to 3, and
1, 2,
blink,
3.
and it's over. And that is 35 on the board for Ilamuku. Kamehameha opens up the series up with the 1-0 lead, but it's a 13-8. Still a relatively close game.
Yeah, still a relatively close game, like you mentioned. A couple rounds there that could have been played better from both sides, but overall, very competitive map 1 of the series.
Yeah, I mean, very competitive. I think you're seeing the clash of styles, and I think now I'm curious, in Game 2, does Kawananakoa have a different game plan? Because right now it feels like Kamehameha very openly made the statement, your Yoru play, the weirdness of Yoru that you guys wanted that worked up against the side of Kalakaua, they're saying no, that don't fly here, that don't work against us. We already know how to play against that because we can do that as well. So what does Kawananakoa have in the tank? That's what I'm really curious to see. What adaptation, what change to the strategy can they do before we go into the next one? But with that said, I believe we will be taking just a short little bit of a break. When we come back, game number 2 between Kamehameha Middle School and Kawananakoa Middle, as we look to finish out the Valorant portion of the Hawaii Esports League Spring Finals, presented by Vanta and all of our wonderful sponsors. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back here to the HPU Esports Arena at Aloha Tower Marketplace. KTAD, Professor Layton. It is the Vanta Esports Hawaii Esports League Spring 2024 Finals, and we once again now go back to Valorant after a Map 1 win, where Kamehameha Middle School is up in the lead 1-0 on their win on Ascent. But Layton, we go to Game 2, and could be a very different game.
Yep, you can say it'll be a breeze, if you will.
For those at home, yes, we are going to breeze. Oh,
Yep.
I see. Did he mute you? Oh, no,
No,
he
did he
didn't.
mute
He
me?
thought
He didn't?
about it.
He was debating about muting me. Okay.
Production was ready to mute Layton for that one. But yes, Game 2, we are going to breeze, and we should be getting started in just a moment once the teams are ready. But, yeah, I mean, with breeze on the line now, a lot of the shenanigans from earlier in the day, right? The Ascent map, the Bind map, and the Ascent once again. Yorus don't do well on breeze, in my opinion.
Hopefully we'll see a lot more Vipers. Viper is probably one of the most prominent characters on Breeze, but still a lot more shenanigans on Breeze, especially around that mid-control. Time and time again, especially on defense. If you're good with the operator and you hold down mid, you're going to be pretty good.
Yeah. But before we do so and before we move on with our day, we do want to give a quick shout-out to one of our sponsors in Zippies. Oof. Find yourself getting a little hungry this weekend, be sure to stop by Zippy's at that's like a half-eaten bento. An avid supporter of Hawaiian esports. Their app has a ton of promotions and ways for you to earn rewards and prizes. Zippy's is also a restaurant on the cutting edge of tech, and part of that process is always looking to expand their team. Be sure to check out their website for more details about a career at Zippy's. Fun fact for you, Layton.
What's up?
I don't know if this is good or bad, but for the read, I'm going to just give you this information. I'm the first member of my family that didn't work at Zippy's at some point in their lives. My mother, my grandmother, everybody else in my family, once upon a time, was a Zippy's waitress or host or something. So
if you're ever looking to do like something, this is the guy.
No, I'm just saying. So yes, great place, great sponsor. Thank you again. They provided a lot of the bentos and the food for the players today so that everybody gets to compete on a full stomach. Nobody has to go hungry. Yes, we finished Agent Select. We'll get through that in a second once we get onto the map. But Thank you, Zippies.
Thank you, Zippies. Hey, that was a good breakfast, lunch I ate. Brunch. Food, yes, good
meal?
food.
Yeah, it was a good meal. It was a good meal.
I'm not sure if you caught it, though. We see another Clove happening this map, along with against a Fade on Kamehameha side.
Oh.
So Clove, I believe, was on
Clove on
Kawananakoa.
Breeze is interesting.
Yeah. Let's see what kind of shenanigans we'll see. I'm trying to remember what else. I saw, of course, we saw Jet. Jet is probably one of the Jet raids. Two of the more iconic characters you see on this map, especially for the duelist. Sometimes you see Reyna as well, but Ray's definitely one of the more prominent ones. I'm not sure if I saw Ray's, though. And it looks like we did not see a Raze. It'll be a Jet versus Jet for the duelist.
I was about to say, if we see a Raze on Breeze, that's a little strange.
I think it's good.
This
is why only one of us is ranked.
Correct.
And it's
correct.
And it's not you.
Yeah.
Well, you're not the unranked one.
Correct.
Yes, sorry, words are hard.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But the that's the one that I'm staring at, the deadlock.
Hey, when the O comes out.
Yeah, I mean, it's not something I would have expected to see. Yes, you can lock down a lot of the entry points, whether that's B, whether that's A, right? The utility is really incredible for the side of deadlock. So, could be a big factor, but instead Ilamuku has it and finds the shot onto the KO. And Spooderman now out of ammo. He does have support from Moonlover, and that means everybody else just dives on through. Kamehameha looking like they want to close this out, but it's a 2-on-2. Swifty808 has to get the plant down now. Buttergirl, though, from range, gets that kill onto Starlover. We'll talk about that Viper in a second, but here comes Miguel. Gets some good damage, out of bullets, has to reload, and now resets himself over.
Yeah, let's see how it plays out. Hugging the pillar right there, one behind along with that. Oh, getting tapped to once. Calling Miguel will become a falling Miguel. As, again, first round goes to the Kamehameha.
Yeah, first round over to the Warriors, and actually looking at it here, there was 3 substitutions, right? So Ilamuku stays, Buttergirl stays, but their duo is gone. And I'm a Swifty, MC Squared, and Flathead, the 3 new members that come on in for Kamehameha. Kawananakoa still with their starting roster, so let's see if, the subs make more of an impact, because right out the gate, you gotta love it. MC Squared is like, no, I'm gonna make an impact right now. Forget the economy. Forget having credits. Phantom round 2. I got no bonus money from kills. I'm just gonna buy it.
Now this is easy peasy lemon squeezy as a spray down. Deadlock's almost falling down there. A lot of concussing happening. Moonlover with a kill on top of Ilamuku with the frenzy.
That was so many concusses, and that's why Deadlock is so deadly on this map. You just catch all the util as Moonlover once again pulls back. The 5-man commit means that they have to back away. They're not able to walk through the door. And this map, even a little bit, I'd say more than a cent even, the 5-man push is a little bit more dicey because you're funneled through a single choke.
Yeah, single push. They spot the head from Omen. No, but they didn't see the pixel, though. Colin McHill makes it down to 3. Spooderman from the side, from mid with the 1, but the pistol shot from Miguel. Miguel will finally fall. Now 2 members remain. Look at the health bars, though. They didn't expect I'm a Swifty there. I'm a Swifty will fall, and so will Flathead. It was a little dicey there for Kawananakoa, but they still make it out in the end.
They make it out in the end, but they recover that Phantom. That's the danger of Breeze, right? You're fighting at range. These are not close duels, so that second round bonus can get tricky. I mean, Spooderman got dropped to like 8 HP after catching like 7 shots, right, from the side of Ilamuku. Just because you're so far away, that Spectre does not do as much damage. And now again, Kamehameha in a weird spot. We'll see how this hurts them in the save. But they've committed to the site that is a little bit lacking. There's only the Omen and the KO. Information not given. They're going to use their util, and here we go. They're on site. Ito could shut this all down, but if he gives this Bulldog away, they're in trouble.
In trouble indeed. You see the Marshal from Calling Miguel trying to spot anyone out. Gets one. The headshot on top of Flathead. Flathead indeed in that regard. But Ito from behind with the classic in the head. And like you mentioned, the Bulldog going over to the person you do not want it to go over to, Ilamuku.
Ilamuku gets it, and now that's why I'm saying that could be tricky, because that's gun at range, right? That's utility, that's advantage.
Ooh, but he's being smart about it with his rotation.
Yeah. It's going slow. Play slow. They don't know that the plant is down at A yet. They're still trying to figure it out, or B rather. The rest of the team is there. They're all there. The Bulldog, he can't lose it here. He does. And now it's basically 3 classics against 3 actual guns.
Yeah, they have the plant money down though, so win or lose, they still get a decent amount in their pocket. I want to see how they play. Almost 50 holding that corner. Scooterman will catch out MC Squared. So for now, and a classic headshot. Butter girl, smooth like butter, if you will. Trying to get another one, but Star Level will get involved. Right click is enough to get one, but Almost 50 will fall to the Star Lover. And a very close round yet again.
Yeah, I mean, considering Kamehameha practically spent no money, like very little money, and they walk away with 4 kills in that round.
Crazy.
All right, now they should have a little bit of an advantage. Let's see if it forces any weird buys. It does, but only out of Ito and maybe Miguel. Yeah, not sure how much they want to spend on it, but they will spend. But, I mean, overall, yeah, these strange little trades, these movements, the 5-man rotates or the 5-man commits seem to still be working. And every time somebody does something just a little bit off the game plan, the other team is getting caught out by it.
Yeah, getting caught out. Let's see if they go for more of a faster push or more of a slow and steady, try to spy wherever people are first. Imamuku, always the one with the entry, the duelist of his team, making space for them. But he has to be very careful with all this cuts, all the utility coming in from the deadlock. Moonlover by them loads themselves on the site. What can they do? On not spot on anyone just yet.
Plant down. MC Squared will get dropped though. It's shots through the blind. There goes the deadlock out, and that means 1 member less. But instead, Buttergirl, I'm a Swifty. They're just closing it out. They will revive themselves in the clove, but they still have to fight the back site. Ilamuku there. They hear the push, but instead, Moonlover gets dropped. They gotta try to hold it. Clove trying to get it in the revive. Starlover looking for it. Does get it.
The spray and what the praying was not enough for that one. And Kawananakoa up on top this game.
Kawananakoa up on top, but it took them 6 lives to do it that round, right? Start Lover in the Clove Vault means that they pick up that one. Big round for Kawananakoa again, because now it puts Kamehameha, right? This is that flip-flop economy we see. Kamehameha now has to do something a little bit different, but Kawananakoa is still low on funds. You're still seeing Bulldogs here.
Yeah. I'm curious. I wonder what their favorite Swifty song is if I'm a Swifty.
Get out of my way.
Very curious. Anyway, back to this game though. Very slow, steady push coming in from Kamehameha. They are in the back end just a little bit. Blaze Sword has been popped by him. Missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a headshot coming in from Starlover will silence Ilamuku.
Yeah, rough one. That's a rough one for sure. The star duelist from Kamehameha, like we talked about now, in a weird one as they drop, but let's see if they recover anything. As MC Squared also going to get picked off, running down halls.
Location has been revealed by the Haunts. They know where Calling Miguel is, but it is a 3 versus 5. Only ultimate available is a Cypher, and you can't really locate anyone if no one has fallen from Kawananakoa just yet. Spraying through the smokes. Having to do that rotate and play out. So you have to be careful though. Down mid is gonna spot anyone. Spots out one finally. Buttergirl will fall. Another one bites the dust. Will be I'm a Swifty. And now they can only watch as the last member Flathead will fall. Oh, not yet actually. Never mind.
Wait, they're actually in a duel that. Never mind.
He was crouching.
Yeah.
Crouch Warriors. I'm one of them. Don't worry.
Gets it. Moonlover picks up down, almost drops themselves, but yep. Kamehameha struggling to find traction in this second round. See how else it does end up playing out, as so far they have had a little bit of success with the new substitutions, right? I'm a Swifty is performing, so the substitutions still doing all right, but just a couple of unfortunate rounds for the side of the Warriors. So let's see. Do they change the strat at all? That's the big thing. I keep wondering. These 5-man commits, right? MC Squared just runs in to die, just to burn and bait out traps. just trying to get utility used, and it looks like that is the case. Ilamuku waiting to see if anybody jumps through smokes, and they do find one. They get their prey. Star Lover does get dropped by Buttergirl, and now the rest of Kamehameha doing their jobs. Ilamuku once again now reactivated. Shots down, that's their second. Looking for another, pushes through, has to dash back. Dropped very, very low, but the rest of the team is there in support. 3 on 2. KO very low themselves. Ilamuku finishes that one, and I'm a Swifty gets it in as well. Kamehameha bounce back to get their second.
Yeah, but that is definitely a well-deserved round win, and that's a much-needed round win for Kamehameha. They're on the back end just a bit, losing 4 rounds in a row. Finally able to build back up their own momentum. And a very interesting start to the round, though, with 2 members falling immediately. MC Squared, along with Flathead.
I mean, you gotta respect it.
Yeah.
I'm not buying a single thing. I'm gonna just run in, bait me.
So I wonder if they know what Leroy Jenkins is, because that feels like a Leroy Jenkins play.
That kind of what? Well, no, kind of,
sort of, like a Leroy
but yeah,
Jenkins.
that really was just a use my death as information, and Ilamuku makes the most out of it. Now, Moonlover on the push, could catch Buttergirl out in transition. There's 2 looking for more, but Ilamuku shuts it down.
Yeah, they sort of figure out where the placement is for the Viper every single time. They do spot out the Jet, but a headshot will claim Star Lover. Ito on the flank, though, will fall 3K to Ilamuku. 2 versus 2. Omen and Deluxe versus Sage and Jet. The point of contention every single time has been B-site. Spooderman gets Ilamuku. Last one standing is MC Squared.
They just had a gentleman's agreement. They're gonna, we're just not gonna fight this one.
Oh,
we're backing up.
Oh, the knife. Woo! You know, I respect it. I respect it going for that knife. I do the same thing, and I probably also die as well.
If you aren't in the arena, we heard a scream seconds before the end of the round there. I was curious what it was, and that seems to be, it was the scream of the knife is coming.
At screen 2, no worries.
It was the psycho moment as they had to run away from the knife. They do clear it, but still, I mean, Kamehameha, good damage on that round. They get a few picks, they do get some kills, but they need to start picking up these rounds if they want to come back into this one, or else we will see ourselves going to a game 3.
Possibility indeed, possibility. We'll have to see what happens. Kamehameha, though, with a nice headshot from Ilamuku. Ito will fall. No more kill, no more information gathering. Ilamuku, another one. Calling Miguel, but will fall to Starlover. Starlover 2. We're just playing aim labs now with all these headshots coming in from both Starlover and Ilamuku. A lot of utility, though, coming in. Viper's Pit finally popped down on Pyramids.
Flathead looking for Star Lover there, but instead they back away. So Star Lover now jumping up, looking for the other side, but instead information given means they take it down. Kamehameha now uses the neural theft and gets information. Means they get to back it up, but Star Lover looking for their ace, finds it. It's a one-on-one. Kawananakoa would love to get this one in the Viper's Pit, but Buttergirl shuts it down, shuts down the ace. They take the 3rd. Kamehameha in a great spot.
I'm not gonna lie though, it's still that was a really good. That deadlock utility was really good, but for the other team, honestly. Which sucks to say, but it does happen sometimes, especially with a utility like that with the walls coming in. You can't really break it unless you shoot it down, and not being able to go through it is so unfortunate, especially for an ultimate like Viper's Pit when you want to try move around in the middle, around the edges, but you're not able to because of that one utility.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, that's where it does get tricky. But I mean, overall, I think you're happy with the way that the deadlock has worked for you if you are Kawananakoa. They're just trying to find a couple of tricky little picks here as a stinger. Spooderman does use their ultimate trying to capture somebody, but it looks like they are able to release them. There comes the KO. Moonlover finds the pick onto I'm a Swifty. It's still a 5-on-3, now a 5-on-2. There goes the KO down, but Buttergirl finding a lot of kills are on the side. Clove gonna revive. They're gonna try to just make sure Ito cannot get out, but nobody's checking the spike.
They were so caught up with all the other noises from the chaos and from all these other utilities happening that Colin Miguel was able to just sneak right in there in the middle of the smoke. I guess at the DC, there's so much noise happening on that one round alone.
Yeah, that smoke on the bomb and amidst all of the chaos, it really is a big win for the side of Kawananakoa now. They flip it back. There is the big guns that stays on the side of Kamehameha. Ilamuku still manages to hold on to that operator. Buttergirl holds on to their Vandal. But still, on the board, 6-3, not where you want to be when you consider how close that first game was. Kamehameha could be in trouble here.
Could be. Nice wall coming in from the deadlock, making sure they stop the push. Every single time you see the push coming in from Ilamuku, but both Ilamuku and Amasuti getting some nice kills on top of the two members. But Ito, out of nowhere, gets Ilamuku.
Whoa.
Another one. Ito, double headshot on both returning members from that last map on Buttergirl on Ilamuku. Ito, trying to see if he can spot out anyone.
There was nobody on the spike. They were all still running from B. They could be in trouble here. Ito with the 4K.
Looking for that ace.
He's going to save it. He's going to save it.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, Swifty has like 0 HP. He's got to save that. Oh.
Right here.
He wanted a gun.
Hey, homie wants to smoke. They just wanted to go in.
He wanted to go in, but now this is trouble. We could be in for the 9-3 curse, potentially.
Potentially for that 9-3 curse, like you mentioned. It is a possibility. See what happens. Operator in the hands of Ito. Not having the best of games, like KD-wise, but doing a lot, especially with the utility that he is, presenting for his squad. With the reveal, seeing where they are, with the silence is coming into play, really, really well. Really good.
A lot of the members on Kawananakoa stepping it up in this second game. Position revealed. They know Spooderman's somewhere on site. They're just trying to clear it. Instead, he pushes through, gets taken down by Buttergirl. And the rest of Kawananakoa now in rotation, but no committal from the side of Kamehameha yet. They're going to bait it out to see if the rotation or if there was a lot on the site. Instead, it looks like they do back away. And so, all right. Kawananakoa still trying to play catch up, trying to figure out where everyone is. Ito still waiting for that entry. Hears it, sees it, in trouble, and gets picked off. MC Squared will find that one.
We'll find an outlaw in hand, though. Gets one. Moonlover will fall. Double tap in play there. MC Squared looking to square up against the opposition. Lover, though, has to be careful. Calling Miguel will call that one. As last man standing, 26 HP left. Odin or Ares, I'm not sure which one that is. You have to be a little careful. They do grab the operator, though. That's a one win for Kamehameha there.
Yeah, and I love the smart call here, right? Yes, you could ego challenge the Omen and everybody run through, but you'd likely sacrifice at least one member in a straight-up duel. Now, they just make the smart decision from Kamehameha. They all go to A. They force Miguel to rotate. They force him to have to make a play if he wants to stay in it, but instead he just gets picked off by Swifty, and Swifty now gets to not pick up a Vandal. Oh, nope, they do.
Hey.
They find it in the end.
It was chilling on top of the sand, easy peasy there. But yeah, 7-4 though. Last round coming into this half. Can Kamehameha get one more, make it 7-5, or will it be an 8-4 half in favor of Kawananakoa?
Yeah, for the first time in a long time, an even round. Even in terms of the guns we see, that everyone has what they kind of want to play with.
Yeah, but look at the ulti usage right now from both teams. Only 2 available, almost 3 for Kawananakoa. 4 ultimates available for Kamehameha though. Ilamuku popping the blades already. The knives are out. Moonlover though is waiting very patiently. Time and time again, we see this jet matching Ilamuku's jet as well. Spooderman.
Look at this mid coverage though. Ilamuku hops up with the knives, not able to get Ito. Knife of his own. Forces her back without any util.
Alright, it was a little dicey a little bit for Kamehameha there. Had to be, you gotta do a lot of respects to the opposition, especially with the KO involved that can pretty much cancel out your own ultimate. Moonlover, though, has the patience.
Here comes the execute. Moonlover finds one on the side. Nobody clears it, which means they lose that, but Buttergirl shoots that one down. Swifty gets picked off, but instead the trade not there as well. Ito from mid gets the other two. Now, only Buttergirl left, but it is a 1-on-3. They don't have info, though, it feels like. They're checking all these other areas and not checking where Buttergirl was, but it doesn't matter. Kawananakoa now, 8-4 on the board. They pick up another one. And that means it is a strong advantage for the team. Although, worth noting, Kamehameha playing that double Sentinel strat.
Double Sentinels, that is a smart one. Let's see how it can play out, though. We always see it. There's so many Ghost Spies this series alone, Kyler. It's so funny seeing it time and time again. But yeah, Ilamuku, though, still topping the leaderboard, though, in terms of kills. Right now, 18 on the board. Compared to the next closest would be both Moonlover and Buttergirl, 15 and 14 apiece. So the returning members of Kamehameha are the ones that we expected to be the ones leading the charge.
And they are doing so, right? The starters are performing. Ilamuku once again on fire, or at least topping the lobby once again in terms of performance and just overall amount of kills. Need more, though, from them, really, if they want to come back in this. With Buttergirl forced back, they know that the hit is coming, so they back it up for now. Sage did have a wall, but they're going to opt to save it and play for the retake. Once that spike goes down, they clear in through doors.
Ooh,
here comes one, but yeah, Ilamuku finds that headshot, looking for a second, does get it, dash over, looking for three, taps him from range, but now down to 25 HP. Miguel finds one there, looking for the shot, but Moonlover shuts down.
Everyone's red.
Yep, everything is coming up red. Kawananakoa wins the pistol 9-4.
9-4. Very dicey round entry into this half, but you know, still very good from Kawananakoa there. Moonlover on top, 17-8 and 3 now is there, and that is an outlaw.
Go round to outlaw. All right, let's see it.
If it works, it works. We have to wait and see, especially on the offense. Can they get an early pick to help out their squad, make sure they can get this early aggression? And as always, especially in a game, in a map like Breeze, you always know where they're going.
It's not actually. Wait, hold on.
Let them
There's
cook.
a mid player. There is a mid player. Hang on. Before we commit to the everybody goes through the door at B, hold on.
Ooh. Patience is a virtue. Oh, the Outlaw does whiff, though, but 1 for 1, 2 for 1 so far. Trade the Ghost, not enough. Star level 3K with the Bulldog. Maybe make it a 4. No, it won't, but Ito will claim that last one, only dropping 1 for their squad.
Yeah, Buttergirl trying their best from range, but instead, Kawananakoa now up to 10. Has the ability to keep a majority of their rifles. So it is Kamehameha in the tricky situation. This is the must-win bonus. You drop it here, and that really would be, I think, the nail in the coffin for Game 2. But still, not out yet when you consider this player right here, Ilamuku. Yep. Solidly performing all day long. Can they bring it back? Can they have those big rounds for themselves like they've done in the past?
It is the question indeed. Waiting for the smoke to drop. You see a tapping, getting a little bit of damage on top of Spooderman there. One will fall to Buttergirl. Moonlover down. Waiting patiently. Is taking damage. Tick. Deadlock. Already half HP. No Sage this time around for Kawananakoa, so unable to heal themselves.
Unable to heal. Forces themselves back. But with how much time this gone by, it does feel like this could be a Kawananakoa shifting and taking B for the plant. They have a dart. They find it.
Oh, Cypher.
There's one. Yeah, Spooderman's got to hate that one. There's the second trap. Gives information over. Ito finds it on the flank, looking for another, but Starlover will shut it down. 3-on-3. Buttergirl looking for another shot, but damage is there, forces them back. Calling Miguel with the Marco, looking for another one.
My
what
God.
was that?
Tens, is that you? It was a crazy flick. Looking to get another one. Vertigo gets one. 1 versus 1. I'm a Swifty with the Spectre. Gets them. Did they know? There's no
Yeah, they
left.
know now.
They're
They
fighting
know
their
now.
demons right now. They see the ghosts of Christmas Past.
Yeah. But that's a big one. That's the big round. Kamehameha needed that win. If not for the money, at least for morale.
And the cooler skins.
Yes, Amos 50 gets to go window shopping.
This gun looks cool. No, this gun looks cool. But yeah, look at the economy though for the opposition. Able to buy a couple guns, but it is a opposite side, and their own team though. It is definitely not the best buys.
Not the best, but I mean that's what you expect when you lose that many members in a round like that. Kawananakoa still could be looking to send us to a third game. But for now, Ilamuku, again, eyes on them for how can they overperform. KO knife once again, but this time Ilamuku's presence has been detected. They will wait inside of a smoke for now. Looking for the opportunity to make the play. There goes the plant. Pulls out, finds one, looking for the second.
No plant.
There goes the res. And now Ilamuku looking for more. Gets the clove once again. 10 bullets left now. Could be looking for the 6. Instead finds it out of bullets, but has a smoke to retreat to. And it ends up being a one-on-one. Ilamuku, the clutch, the ace, the everything.
Well, sort of ace. He got clove twice there.
5 out of 6, I count it.
True, but definitely the member you want to watch, Ilamuku, time and time again, the clutch member. And it's changed up. Last game, it was this score, this amount of kills. They were the 10, but now they're the 6, and he's still at that 26 kills. Almost over 10 of both Moonlover and Buttergirl.
Yeah, I mean, if Ilamuku continues to perform like this, you got to be a little bit nervous if you're Kawananakoa. But for the squad, right, you would imagine it's just a moment of calm down, slow it down, relax. Don't get too crazy.
Speaking of
you
crazy,
guys have time. You guys have the ability, but Ilamuku swings around, finds the pick already. Miguel, now the rest of the squad looking to contest, but instead, Ilamuku pulls back, and Moonlover finds MC Squared in transition. Ilamuku though still being such a menace to the back line. Moonlover the only one left now.
Back-to-back aces?
They know where they are. Yup, it's gonna be a 3 versus the 4. Can he get it? Has the dash. Didn't pick up the bomb! That one is the ace. The first one didn't count. This one counts.
Yeah, alright. Point proven. Alright. I see you, Ilamuku. Now 31 kills. They had the 30 bomb. It is a possibility for this minor comeback, if you will.
We are guaranteed 3 more rounds.
Guaranteed.
That means to match his 35, he needs 1 kill per round plus 1 more.
This is Ilamuku we're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they're going to come back, it's got to be off of the backs of their star player here. And I don't know. At what point is this quicksand for Kawananakoa, right? What point does the mental start to kind of get a little bit dicey, knowing they gotta go up against this Jet? Or can they clear him?
Oh, they do get I'm a Swifty though, but there's always someone waiting. It's Ilamuku in the smoke. Gets 2.
Oh my God.
3K for the Jet. They want more. Where is the rest of the team? 2 members left. Clove will not.
He's on a 4K again.
Again, looking for the ace. Jet versus Jet. Fade on the side, waiting. Ilamuku going for his moment. This is his shining bright moment. Another ace, back to back. His name is Ilamuku, and he's here to play.
I don't believe it. I don't think anybody else would believe that. If you said somebody is capable of 3 aces in a row. Okay.
Are we sure he's gold 3?
That's what I'm saying. I don't believe it for a second. I don't believe it for 1 second.
That's what our observer told us. If he's gold 3, then
gold 3 player.
Hey, I'll take gold. The gold is enough for me. I don't know.
I mean, all right. If you're Kawananakoa, it's the same angle. Exactly what we're talking about. Can you calm down? You gotta calm down. Even if you lose a round, just to stop the heat check. right? Shut down the jet. Even if you lose it and you get the kill, that's what you at least got to be thinking about. As now they see the Viper, they know information. They're going to at least put some information down, some traps, some nets. But here he is again, waiting patiently like a shark, chumming the waters, backs it up, sees one, burns his utility, but no fear. Once again, looking for another one. Has the support of the rest of his team. There's a third. There's only one member left, and it's just the Omen. Miguel, what can you do? Finds one, but I'm a Swifty picks it up. Kamehameha, 4 in a row now. It's getting dicey.
So it's not a back-to-back-to-back-to-back ace, but still a really well-played round from Kamehameha Middle School here. The Warriors, they were down for a little bit, but 5 rounds in a row is what it is for them.
There's a world in which Ilamuku has picked up 20-something kills before the other side of Kawananakoa took another round.
Yeah.
He's at something like 17 or 18 in the last 4. Could be even more than that. I don't remember how many he got 5 rounds ago. But I mean, yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
My god!
What? How? What just happened? They just lined up and tapping hit. Are we in aim labs?
No way.
He's hunting.
He's at 41 now. He's going to keep chasing it. Ito.
Shark in the water looking for his praise right now. Where are they? He's on the hunt. They know there's 2 down mid. Flathead, though, looking for 1. Will fall. But Ilamuku is here. Gets a 4K. He gets an ace. Another one. Who can stop him?
4 aces in 5 rounds.
What? 43 eliminations so far. They're now tied up 10-10 in rounds. He's almost doubled the next highest player in this lobby. What?
I don't know. What? How?
Hey, we've seen this before in this kind of scene. We've seen Hyunmin before in this kind of scene. And are we seeing the next Hyunmin?
I don't know, man. This could be maybe not the next Hyunmin, the first Ilamuku.
You're
man.
right. You are right.
I mean, look at this now. Kawananakoa said, all right, we tried A for like 4 rounds in a row. Forget it. We're going to switch out, go to the other site. But I'm a Swifty now on their pop-off. Finds 2, looking for 3. Moonlover will get 1 in the flank. But damage could be done. I'm a Swifty now. They're looking for their ace. Moonlover going forward. He wants it. Cypher looking for the shot. Moonlover has to dash back out.
Close.
But Cypher's chasing. He wants it. He says, no. You had your turn. Let me get mines. Are they going to go into the duel, the 1v1?
They have the spike.
They're going to play time. They're going to play it smart. They're waiting around the spike. Don't go hunting for it. They're looking for the jet. Here we go. Shots through.
Ilamuku is like, only I can get aces here. Sorry, buddy.
It's a spray. It's a spray through the smoke. It's a blind spray, but it does work out at the end. And okay, I'm a Swifty has his pop-off moment, but still, I still return to the jet.
He has full economy.
He didn't take any damage last round. I'm a Swifty did all the work.
Hey, he's like, all right, I'm gonna sit back, lean back, play some Clash of Clans here, you know.
I don't know what to say. That is a crazy stat line. On track to potentially push past 50 even. Believe it or not.
I don't want to believe it, but I'm seeing it right now. They need 2 more rounds to win this. There's possibility. Can it happen, though? They do spot out 1. Flathead spots out the 2 members, Ito and this Deadlock, but
he's just sprinting. He knows their aim.
Oh, he knows.
Oh,
but he was ready for that heat check, though. Even though he's running with his knife out, but Flathead gets 1 revive coming from Star Lover. Star Lover still alive. Trying to get 1. The Deadlock ultimate is there. I'm a Swifty again with another 3K, looking for the 4.
Wait, it's just Ito.
And a 4K yet again for I'm a Swifty. Was that another technical ace stolen by Ilamuku?
I actually don't know. I think it might.
Ilamuku got that first kill there too.
I'm a Swifty just turned it on as well, and
all right,
almost doubles their kills in the last 2 rounds.
Now, it is not just map point; it is series point for Kamehameha here. All ultimates are available for Kamehameha. Kawananakoa, they have to do work here. Look at the economy. It is not in the best situations for the squad, but it is what you have to work with to try and beat the behemoth known as Kamehameha Middle School.
Yeah, I mean, to beat the behemoth known as Ilamuku, more like it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, let's just call it for what it is, right?
Oh, my God.
He has brought them back from the brink. Hail knife across. They are looking like they want to use mid to get onto site. Shots there from Buttergirl. They find two.
Oh, they're getting
looking
hurt
like
like
it
sheep.
could be the beginning, but Moonlover finds an opening. Star Lover now finds one as well. They're going to start using their ultimate and try to clear out. They don't quite know. They're going to pull back for now. Information not enough there. Instead, it looks like...
Swifty.
I'm a Swifty on the lurk, on the rotation, but instead Moonlover picks it up. It becomes a 3-on-2. Kawananakoa knows that they have what it takes to send us to overtime if they can close out. But remember, final boss still up. The Jet's still alive.
The two returning members, of course.
There's one.
Ilamuku. And their a friend, Buttergirl, on the side, coming in for the lurk. The final moments is possible. Moonlover on the side. Wanna get it. Wolf fall to Buttergirl. Last man to fall. Ilamuku gets it. And Kamehameha Middle School are your Spring 2024 Valorant champions.
What a shot, but what a performance from that Jet. Yep. Words do not describe a performance like that. That's MVP right there, without a question.
Yeah.
I think we could ask this entire arena and it'd be a unanimous decision. Wow.
4 aces, and like you mentioned, in the span of 5 rounds, back to back to back.
Yeah. When do you ever see that? When do you ever see
Not
that?
even like something like VCT or the Pro Scene.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's possible at that level, right?
True.
I mean, everybody firing on all cylinders, right? You're talking about the best and the best of the world, but I guess when it comes to the best and the best of Hawaii, at the middle school level,
Ilamuku.
you found it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a high school coach, if you're a high school recruiter, I'm pretty sure you know exactly who you're looking for. No, I'm talking about all the private schools. I know exactly who's. Yeah, I mean, it's just
valid.
Crazy.
Very crazy
see.
indeed.
But, all right, well, with that said, we will be going to just a short little bit of a break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Vanta Hawaii Esports League Spring Finals. We are here to crown your Valorant champions. But first, to head up your runners-up in second place, please make a lot of noise and welcome to the stage, Kawananakoa Middle School. All right, once again, Kawananakoa Middle School, your runner-up. Oh, one more. All right, there we go. Okay, now, and your champions for Valorant in what was a crazy 2-0 fashion. Please welcome to the stage and come on up your Valorant champions, Kamehameha Middle School. There you go, your Valorant Spring 2024 champions, Kamehameha Middle School.
All right, and that was another exciting matchup. And for those of you that missed it the first time around, my name is Jordan, and joining me this time is our new Valorant champions for the Spring 2024 season, Kamehameha Middle School. What are your thoughts after just coming fresh off of your victory?
It was a good comeback. It was very fun, and I liked it.
Strategy and teamwork is very, very vital to securing your success in terms of overall victory. So I have to ask you guys, how important was communication in order to achieve your goals?
Very important because the opponent team liked rotating a lot. So if we didn't have comms, then probably wouldn't want that game.
Besides communication, was there any other types of strategies that you guys used that you felt were the most effective in securing your victory?
Making one of our teammates be a bait and run into sight to like trigger all the traps so we couldn't get caught.
What was the strategy that you felt to be the most effective in securing the victory for your team?
I think just communication.
How do you guys maintain your focus in such a hyper-competitive environment?
We just stayed calm. We didn't ever get mad at each other. Yep, kept it positive.
Okay. What about you guys? How do you guys handle manage stress in such an environment like a tournament like this?
I think just having fun is important.
How do you guys maintain physical and mental health while you guys are preparing for competition?
I make sure to go like on like a daily daily run. Yeah.
What about for you?
I do some sports like jujitsu just to keep my just to burn calories and just keep my fitness up.
Okay. What about for you?
I play water polo, and so I'm like always in the pool and working.
Okay. Oh, and then how about for you?
Oh, just balance everything.
Well, last but not least, how do you guys plan to celebrate after this victory?
Party at my coach's house.
Oh, I like the sound of that. Well, thank you guys so much again. I really appreciate you guys' time. I'm going to let you guys go and enjoy your victory. Congratulations again. It was a well-deserved victory. Of course.